depressing anxiety got a hold of me, cause people say they want the older me. Well, I'm 30, this the oldest me, well, oldest me.
Let us begin. There's tech goblins around here. I can smell them. I can smell them. Where are you, tech goblins? Are you up? Where are you? I can smell you. I can smell you. You made my thing glitch. Guys, hello. I'm Josh the Dreaded GM, and let's get some goblin swords in the chat. How are you? I am pretty darn good. Guys, how are you? Chat, how are you? Oh, okay. We start off big. Them tech goblins making my stuff glitch. Scrappy, yeah, I tried, right? Yeah. Okay. Guys, hello. How are we all? I am pretty darn excited. The chat, yeah. So I might be a little bit loopy tonight. I might be a little bit sniffly. I might be scratching my face lots. I have, unfortunately, I have hay fever, and it is spring. And all the flowers are blooming.
Big walk.
All the flowers are happy. I've taken my hay fever tablet, and I am still suffering. My face is still on fire. My eyes are still itchy. So I will try my best to power through, but please excuse me if you catch me doing this, or if you do see me sniffling. I will try my best to mic control. Saying that, let's start as we always do by introducing all our players and their characters. And then we'll say hello to chat and jump in for some awesome games. Go! Let's start with Izzy! Izzy, please introduce yourself and your character.
Well, there's my dog. Hi, I'm Izzy, and I thought it was way too funny when you said do the thing.
Do the thing?
I play Bobby, and it is spring, so it's pretty hot. Because spring in Australia is just summer. 3 months
Pre-summer.
Yeah, it's pre-summer. We get 6 months of summer. And below me is my Instagram. I'm trying to post more, but that just means I mostly post pictures of Axel. And you can find me on Wattpad as I am Kenyan, and I write sci-fi.
Yeah, nailed it.
I did nail it, didn't I?
I also added the link in the chat for your Wattpad and the description of Bobby. Okay.
Cool.
Daniel, would you please introduce yourself and your character, mayhaps? Oh, you're muted,
mute.
bro.
He's muted.
Did I mute him?
I thought that was
Hello.
his way of saying no.
I told you, man. Tech goblins, they be about.
I muted myself to stop the dog from barking. Yes, I'm Daniel. I play Jacbon, the wizard that doesn't look like one. Below my name is my Twitch, where I sometimes stream games. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Magic. Go. Yeah. A little bit of delayed. That's fine. Okay. And I'll adjust this there as well. Okay. JP, would you please introduce yourself and your character?
Yeah, so first up, I just saw the most recent donation thing and it made me giggle because I have the maturity of, I don't know, something that's immature.
But you were here last night for that too, right?
I was, and it made me
still
giggle
makes you
then.
giggle.
That's the sex number.
What?
What?
That's not the latest donation.
That's his joke he's made like 100 times, guys.
Thank you, Dad. It's not a good joke, but at least someone gets it. Anywho, I am JP. I play Caden, the 6-pack-a-day smoking dad of the group. You can find me here. Hello. You can also find my Instagram below my face at hops_does_stuff. Yeah.
The name.
Like I said, a little bit loopy tonight. I'm sorry. I'm playing mirrors. Okay, keep going.
I wonder if I could just make him do that whenever I want.
Yeah.
That's me. Hey everybody, my name is Elle. I am playing Raya tonight, the Kalishtar druid who is rather quiet. If you like anime, if you like cosplay, feel free to follow me on Instagram at symbol.of.peach. Hopefully I'll have some new content when postage isn't so slow here, so fingers crossed a few things arrive soon. So it's been nearly 2 months.
Hello. Hi, I'm M, and I do the art for the stream, so if you like it, feel free to check out my Instagram, which is down there. Tonight I am playing this chick, who is Skara, and an abrasive kind of healer person. That's it. That's all I got.
That's all you got? Okay. And I am Josh, the dreaded GM, and I remembered to introduce myself tonight. I run Dungeons & Dragons here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I do all the OBS stuff. I do all the streaming stuff. You can find me in the Discord. I am the head honcho around here. Quick Draw McGraw. I have the fastest guns in the West. Go on, make the joke. No, don't. I know it's there, but we're not going to. You're on it. Yeah.
I can do that. That's awesome.
Amazing. So, few announcements. Very cool announcements. Usually the announcements are in the Discord, and we are still finding our way with that. But first announcement is most of our announcements within the Discord. So if you want to see our announcements, please join our Discord. We have a bunch of stuff in there. We are going to be posting most of the stuff in there for things that are coming up. I will probably still be doing some announcements at the start, but it'll be more streamlined. Moving on. I will be joining Rob on Robert Hartley GM's Twitch channel for a one-shot. More details on that to come as I work that out with Rob, and you may or may not see some of us here or there on that channel. But please stay tuned, join the Discord so that you can see what's happening with that. I'm very excited. I was recently on Rob's channel where we built the Astral Sphinx, and it was hype and amazing and fun. It's gonna be so much fun, Nicole. I can't wait. Also, big announcement. Robert Hartley GM will be joining us for our 24-hour stream, which will be streaming on the 27th of this month, AEST. We will be running all day, all through the night, and then into the next day, which is the 28th as well. We will be doing a speed run of a module. Usually these modules take upwards of 50 hours to complete the complete campaign, but we are going to be trying to jam pack it down into 24 hours and hit it right on the mark. And then you can see a campaign played in full in one day. And it's hype, because that's what we do, we hype. This Sunday, Orcus will be running on the Strahd slot instead of Strahd. So no marked ones this weekend, but you will get to see players fight a BBEG, which is pretty gosh darn exciting, because usually you have to wait until all the way into the end of a campaign to see a fight like that. So I'm very excited to be bringing that to the stream and for you guys to see that as well. The final announcement I have here is the Discord tidy has begun. The Discord tidy is we are going to be cleaning up a whole bunch of stuff in there, so the user experience is much nicer, much nicer, and that includes just clicking in and knowing where things are and not having to find stuff. So that's very exciting. I'm very excited about that, and we're gonna be doing lots of really cool stuff.
That's actually that was actually an awesome segue into the question that I have that is Discord related.
Yeah.
We have a text channel called D&D dash, and I don't know if it's IFG or LFG.
LFG.
It's LFG. Looking for group.
What does that mean?
Looking for
Looking for group.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's for people that are in our community that are looking to play D&D, and I've heard whispers of games being put together, and games that are happening amongst the community, which is super exciting to hear. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do with the Discord channel so that user experience is much nicer, because I love hanging out in the Discord. So
I've been trying to figure that one out for Yonks, except I didn't want to Google it. Yeah.
Google would have helped you so much.
Yep.
Google would have helped me in a lot of situations, but my own stupidity and stubbornness said, nah.
Literally, the instant I hear something that I don't know, I'm on my phone Googling it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is. Yeah, sometimes I Google things that I shouldn't Google, therefore, but, you know, I find out the information very quickly.
I may give that a go once.
One day.
Now, you probably noticed that Jacbon isn't here. Jacbon, unfortunately, had some stuff come up, and we 100% support our players here. So, Jacbon is unable to play tonight, and that is more than okay. Jacbon, our thoughts are with you, and we're hoping everything is chill and cool and fun. Yeah, all that. And last night I didn't get to do this, so I'm gonna do it now. We have someone very special in chat. Yeah, timed it right. Jeanette Merkel, the creator of the Rodents of Starlight. Thank you for being here. Go check out Jeanette if you can, because Jeanette is an amazing artist, and you should support artists. Okay. Should we do a red cap recap?
Oh yeah.
I will BRB, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna get it, red cap recap.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, no, that's me. So, flashback to last week. Normally it's 2 weeks ago because I like to do a bit of a thing, but no, flashback to 1 week ago. We threw some hands. Batty, whose real name I've already forgot because I have an inability to retain information. No.
Betty.
Batty. Batty, whose name I now know thanks to Izzy but can't pronounce because of my own inability and ineptitude, decided, look, we're going to throw some hands. The flyers were up in the air like, yeah, look, I don't really feel like intervening in this. I kind of just want to see how this plays out. So we're like, okay, Batty, you are about to get absolutely zonked. So we had a full round of combat where we just kind of slapped them up, and then Batty was like, hey, you know what? You did a bit of damage to me. I'm going to do a huge amount of damage to you. And Bobby was like, shit! So yeah, Bobby ended up taking a lot of damage, and then Bobby ended up taking a lot more damage the second round of combat when they were reduced to, I believe, 3 hit points. Yeah. On her knees, kind of bloodied but not unbowed, Bobby got to witness Batty getting absolutely decked by Thomas, who was like, hey, you know what's fun? Dying, but if you did it quicker. And just kind of obliterated Batty with an Eldritch Smite. This is after, not to mention Jace, doing bulk damage with their funky I'ma talk into your brain sword. Bobby slapping them with a maul, I believe breaking Batty's ribs. Rye was like, yeah, no, I'm not about this violence, and then summoned a whole bunch of wolves, and then was like, you know what, I've decided I actually am a little bit about this violence, and tried to throw a rock at someone. Scar was like, man, I also agree with the sentiment of it would be cool if you got dead quicker, so I'm gonna make the people that kill you even quicker, and hasted Jason Bobby. Meanwhile, Caden was like, man, Batty can do whatever. I'm gonna go chop this dude's arm off. So eventually, after we killed Batty, not to mention, Batty was gonna go down. You know, we were all pretty excited. She was nearly dead. But then she was like, you know what? I'm gonna not die. I'm gonna do the dying thing slower, just to ruin your fucking day. And then she was like, oogity boogity boo, and became kind of sort of a demon. After killing kind of sort of a demon Batty, big old rock boy who we have now named Trembler was like, hey, cool, they had this little black amulet, and like, hey, can we touch it? And he was like, no. So that was cool. There's lore reasons as to why we shouldn't touch it, but there's also lore reasons for nearly everything in Josh's world, as you can find out by getting stuck in a 15-minute conversation with an old man in a library. After that, we decided, hey, look, we've all taken a bit of a hit. Let's go get some food. Let's go. Actually, no, we didn't go get some food. We just had food. We just eaten. Bobby was like, let's go get drinks, and decided to down a small barrel of vodka. I say small, but I'm under the impression that it was actually a kind of decent sized keg. We then were like, all right, yep, sweet, let's head out. We're gonna head out. Yep, yeah, because the flyers were like, hey, you guys gonna head out? And we're like, yeah, thank you for interacting and actually intervening, being like slightly useful right now. We could have really used your help about 30 seconds ago when we were fighting this demon that went oogity boogity boo and turned into like a scarier demon. Yeah, then we went shopping and we met Goblin Wart, the NPC, who was like, what up? I trade things for money, but also for stories and facts. And we're like, man, do we have some stories, facts, and also some funky jokes for you? And he was like, man, you totally do. And then he was like, hey, you see that axe you've got there? The axe that we took off Batty? He was like, I really want that axe. And we were like, we don't want to give you that axe. And he was like, I'll give you a lot of money for the axe. And we were like, we don't want to take a lot of money for the axe. And I was like, Bobby, it's up to you. And then Bobby was like, no, it's up to you, because, you know, both of us are indecisive. But then Goblin was like, hey, I'll give you everything in this box for this axe. Jace was like, man, I wonder what's in the box. I'm gonna read this little dude's brain. And he was like, I just really want the axe. So anyway, Goblin Wart's determination to try and purchase this axe actually just kind of circumvented a whole lot of psychic shenanigans, and we didn't sell the axe, and now we're leaving. Bye.
What a recap. Wow. I have no idea what's going on, but this guy is good at talking, isn't he?
Occasionally I can form a coherent sentence, and when that happens, oh my god.
Yeah, Meritus. I got it. My eyes are watery, so I couldn't read. Okay. All right, so we should probably get into the really cool thing. Do you guys want me to do the thing? Scrappy, can you do the thing?
Nah, dog.
I think we're gonna do the thing.
We're doing the thing.
Let us begin. It is always just as hype when we do it. Okay, we have been played in, and we are now going to start the game. Once we start, I will get Thomas his sleepy straw hat, and we will go from there.
I have a question.
Yes?
Oh, sweet, I'm allowed to ask it. We are leaving the city. Did we have any form of rest post leaving the city? Because
you can rest outside the city. Let me do my intro, gosh darn it.
Oh, yeah.
The shining peak of the Sword Point Mountain twinkles above the horizon. The gates slowly open as the guards make their calls to each other. The path lies before you, into the wilderness to the west. Open wind-swept grasslands and the sound of coastal birds are paired with wild forests off in the distance. As you travel, your travel is set to the sound of the heavy baritone of the thrumming dragonfly wings. Flyer Bowman has given you an escort an hour out of Theolum. At the end of that hour, Flyer Bowman turns back to civilization. You are once again out in the wilderness. The scene is yours.
I fucking hate the woods.
Maybe the further we travel, the less woods there'll be.
Hopefully.
I mean, eventually we're gonna be on a mountain. I don't think that's a wood. It's a mountain. It's kind of a different terrain.
Very true. Again, we can hope. I like mountains.
I've never been to one. A mountain.
Bruh, who hasn't been to a mountain? Raya's from nowhere, and even she knows mountains.
I've never climbed a mountain.
Does Raya know what a vineyard is, though?
Wait, true. That's a good question. And it's a yes or no question. Raya's good at it.
Is she?
Actually, based on her track record, no.
It's almost like someone needs to explain it to her.
So, you took a fair bit of damage and also drank a lot of alcohol. Do you need to...
Just the nap really helped.
Oh, alright. If you need to stop at any point, probably just let us know.
Okay. Oh, Josh, what time is it right now?
It would be. You guys had several hours of. You went to shopping for a bit afterwards, so I would say it's coming up afternoon. Evening will be rolling around soon. Yeah, because the early morning was the fight. Then midday would have been with Goblin Ward, and then you would have left. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
And Lorelei, would she have wanted to come with us or stay at the Huntsman?
She would have wanted to come with you. And you guys would have left J. Marie back at the Keepers?
Yes.
You gonna take a kid up a mountain?
I love the woods.
Kid/witch.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
I feel like we would have taken her back to the Huntsman's Guild, surely.
Yeah, how does the party feel about... something I totally forgot in the recap. We are homeowners in this economy.
Oh, yeah.
Just leave her at home.
Yeah.
Alone.
I mean, Skara wouldn't have made her stay, so it would have taken vehement protesting from you guys.
Yeah.
Or a quick long rest and a spell, and then we leave in 1 minute before she wakes up.
All of us running down Fjolum streets.
I mean, either way, wherever we leave her, she's going to turn up one night with a dagger standing over Skara. So...
In the end, Jace would have deferred to the party. I mean, being honest, owlbear, child, what's the difference?
Just like it with the other NPCs that are carrying along.
Yeah, do we want to just say they're with us in that case?
Yeah. Might as well.
You know that thing you did earlier, Jace? Looking at the knife and the axe.
I wanted to have a look at your sword too.
Well, that answers that question. Would you prefer to do it after we set up camp for the night somewhere?
I'll need to sit down for about 10 minutes to do it. That's why I didn't do it when we were at the shops. Although, I must admit that it's not just the sword. I mean, besides the strange coin thing that Trembler's still got, and Trembler himself, and Lorelei, you know, when I was looking at the lightning rod, not just Lorelei and the rod were the things that popped up with some magic.
You see Caden just scratch. Well, there's magic all about the place. Shall we, continue onwards? Bobby, can you actually... I actually have to commend you on drinking a whole barrel of vodka and just continuing to walk. That's legitimately impressive.
Thank you. I've had practice.
Apparently Bobby has a flower crown.
Do it.
We've discovered some technical issues. I have no head.
She has an invisible flower crown.
That's the
Well, you can see
technical
the
issue.
flowers, to be fair.
Yeah.
See the flowers.
Yeah. Okay, so my head stops here and it's just flowers sprouting from my skull. That's. Yep. So let's see how long I can go with it not bothering me. A red flower crown next time.
As we walk, I'd like Raya to be watching the horizon and where the mountain is, keeping an eye out for any inconsistencies, I guess, or any overwhelming emotions that might come the closer we get towards the mountain.
I will make you aware. Right now, its peak just seems to shine and gleam, as it always has. The mountain is huge. The travel there is a long time to get there as well. You guys remember the distance that was described last time, or do you guys let you know?
Big.
I remember.
I just remember it being big.
Big.
Yeah, I remember it being a.
Months travel there,
Weeks.
travel back.
No, I think
Yeah.
it's 2.
It's right? Oh, was it?
Month
Or was that
round.
when I asked to go to and then to the wastes afterwards? Or I mean, I don't,
Yeah, I think
I
it
don't
was a
remember then.
M has the notes there. I might be wrong as well. I might have said it wrong.
I could have.
I don't recall us ever asking the specific distance to the mountain. Is the
Just
main
the
thing.
trip there. Oh, we were
The trip
talking
to
about
the
distance.
mountain and then to the wastes and then back because we were trying to figure out if we could tick off, everything.
And then we couldn't. Oh, hell yeah. We'll do it.
The witches will have to wait.
I don't have the time written down, so whatever everyone remembers.
I wouldn't trust my memory.
Josh's
I wanna
discretion
say
then.
It was a 2-month round trip, mountain to city. It's like, yeah, month there, month back.
It's alright. I'll get you guys the distance.
Yeah. This
Which
is
Jeremy's
actually.
been committed to as well.
I don't know if this would speed things up or if it's even possible, but Raya,
She turns around.
you summoned several wolves before. I don't suppose you could do that with something like horses or giant goats or particularly sturdy ostriches.
What's an ostrich?
It's
The rest have me.
like a chicken, but huge, and it's less like a chicken than. Okay, so imagine the body of a chicken, the legs of a frog, except they're bird-like. They're just spindly and disgusting, and then a very long neck and a weird little head.
And how much of the barrel did Bobby share with you?
No, has anyone else here seen an ostrich?
I may have, but didn't know the name.
Sounds like the stuff of nightmares.
They're terrifying, and they're incredibly stupid.
Yeah.
Non-committal ye from Bobby.
You guys don't have any beasts of burden from...
No.
No, we didn't end up looking for them.
That's fine.
We can for an hour.
I mean, I can have a small one indefinitely, but it can die and I'd be very sad.
Yeah, true.
I could summon my giant crocodile.
And I'm pretty sure Thomas is good to carry some stuff for a while. Right, Thomas?
Yeah.
You got it, Ace.
Yeah.
How does Raya respond to that question? And has Raya seen an ostrich in the last month of her memory?
I can't say that I think she would have seen an ostrich unless Josh dare say she wouldn't have.
Perhaps at Marvin's menagerie?
Nope.
Nope.
Africa and South Australia. I was trying to figure out general locale that ostriches survive in, just to make sure that I was right in assuming Jace has not seen one.
Singing is very different. Yeah, radio. Okay, so after hearing Caden's request, and she starts doing the little head nod that you noticed that she was doing to the other gentleman who was kind of rambling, and she just keeps nodding, and nodding again. She looks over towards the others, and there's a brief moment where she closes her eyes, and from the ground she reaches in and her fingers sort of dig deep within the earth, and next to each of you, sort of dark green and blue energy starts to spurt out from the ground, not forcefully but very slowly, forming itself into riding horses. They each have a reflection of something that would reference each of you in a way, to represent one for each of you. I can summon 8 of them, so I may as well go all 8 of them. And yeah, the 2 extras I will summon as just part of the ritual. They whinny and canter around bit by bit. They are quite large, but they look, as they begin to form into the plane of the material, you can see that they are quite soft and very free-flowing, so their mane's out, there's no knots or ties or anything, there's no saddles, they're just horses as if you had seen them running along outside before.
And
she looks to Caitlin, wonderingly.
And that answers that.
What are these?
Laura, do you know how to ride?
I can teach her.
No, I never learned.
Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. You climb up, you sit. Yeah? Follow the rest. Bobby can continue to offer some better advice.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Mixed Trembler, can you keep up?
The foams with
Same.
that motion.
Well, is everyone comfortable riding a horse?
I mean, I am. How long do we have these for? Looking at Raya.
She will. She will get out her water. Let me check, make sure it's not all concentration. No, it's not. Awesome. Okay, so she will get out her little drink bottle and pour just a small bit of it into her hand. And then as it does, it starts to swirl very, very carefully into like a ticking hand. And what you'd see would be like the 12 symbol, and then 1 symbol and 2 symbol, and then the ticking hand would just reach to the 1, and then it would all sort of fall back down into her hand again.
I'm gonna assume I know what a clock is.
Yeah.
I can make it more fantasy and say like a sundial. Represent a sundial.
Yeah, well, either that or an hourglass. I'm gonna say the no to the clock, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I'll do a sundial then. And do a representation of a little sun moving around it.
So, about an hour?
She nods.
Alright, I'm gonna try and keep track of the hour. I don't want to fall as soon as these things disappear while we're still riding them. That would hurt.
Oh yeah, falling off a horse is not fun. That's Bobby and Izzy talking.
Well, someone want to give Lorelei a hand up?
Lorelei, do you want to ride with me?
I'd rather stick with Scar, please.
So would I, but we don't always get what we want. But yeah, that's okay. I mean, that's fine. That's good. You're fine.
But it
We
was
can-
not fine.
We can ride up closer to Bobby.
Go.
I'll help boost her onto my own horse, I suppose.
You offer a hand down then?
Preferably a rock or log or stump of some kind for her to... I'm not the strongest character in the party. Some might say I was the weakest character.
I am curious if you're actually the weakest there.
Okay, no, this...
It's not hard for you to offer down the hand to help Lorelei up onto the back of your horse. Whoa, Lazy Titan, thank you so much for giving me
sure,
5
sure.
dragon eggs to the channel.
Here. She cups her hands.
You help her up. For the next hour, your travel towards the Sword Point Mountain seems like it is going to take a very long time. Off in the distance, you can see that you're about to enter a foresting. Thick canopy lays ahead beyond darkened bodies.
Shit.
How long has it been since we got the horses?
Your hour is ending now. They start to wane, and the magic starts to diffuse back away from the material plane.
We should hop down.
That would be a good idea. I like to imagine everyone's trying to do it like acrobatically, and that's where the grunts are coming from.
And Raya's just
Not
like,
slowing down, just like skidding and jumping.
It's
Dressage next, just canter on.
it's getting early evening now, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see that the sun has started to set. Hues of purple and orange and amber have started to set in now, and you can start to hear the sounds of night starting to emanate out. The sounds of night birds and insects. You can either camp at the edge of the forest if you like, or enter in.
If no one disagrees, I would prefer to camp not in the spooky, scary, thick woods, at least for the first night. Oh. There's gonna be bugs, aren't there?
I mean, I
Bugs are
imagine
so
bugs will be the
great.
least of your worries, but sure, worry about the bugs.
Oh well.
not the flying ones. The flying ones can go die. But the bugs that crawl on the little leaves. Oh.
You know, I've actually heard there's a particular plant that has a scent that you can use that will help deter them, although I don't remember which plant. So, I mean, you can take a guess. There are lots of plants.
Half of
Maybe
that
we use that on the vineyards.
Raya seems to nonchalantly point to a plant off to the side. Looking at Kaden.
Is that
And he looks between Raya, Skara, and the plant, because Skara being someone with some form of medical knowledge might be like, no, that's death plant. If you eat it, you fart a lot.
Death plant.
What kind of plant? What kind of check do I need to do to identify the plant?
It would be a nature
And
check.
would Bobby know?
Could I also try and make a nature check on the plant?
Yeah.
Bobby, how are crawling bugs any better than flying bugs?
It's a waste, but it is a natural 20.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still gonna do mine.
I find garlic keeps away most things in some people.
I mean, that's true though.
It's true.
Kaden looks at the plant. Is the plant garlic?
The plant is not garlic.
All right.
Plant is known as Sabai's slumber. It is something that, if eaten, could put you into a temporary coma of unknown time. It can be rendered into a more potent alchemical compound, but if eaten, the effects can be quite dire.
I would actually advise against that one. I mean, if it was something a little less potentially problematic, I'd have let you use it as a joke, but you might be out of commission for weeks or months if I let you eat that one. Although, I wouldn't mind gathering some of it myself. We might be able to sell it, or have someone turn it into something useful for us.
I got a 16 on the nature check.
For the plant,
Yes.
it is known as Sabai's slumber. It is a potent plant.
I'm sorry. I meant
Trying to
remembering the
recall-
name.
Yeah, trying
Remembering
to
the
recall.
name.
Yeah.
Because
the-
real life Izzy knows, but I think I know.
Is citronella one of them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah. So I was wondering if Bobby knew that. From growing up in a very hot land.
A fun fact though, garlic actually does keep some bugs away.
Chase also grew up in a tropical area, so that's why I assumed he would know something about keeping bugs away.
Yeah.
Raya pointed at a plant because you said the word plant.
Speaking of Raya, Kaden is just after Jace says that I could be out of commission for potentially weeks if I eat that, just looks to Raya like,
I mean, it might also keep bugs away.
I'm
It's up to you to decide if that's worth the side effects.
nope.
Darkness starts to set in now.
I think we should just set up camp.
I want to set up camp quickly. This is my favorite time of day.
Might as well then.
I am rushing to set up camp.
Kaden will help and repeat his question of why are crawling bugs any better than flying bugs?
Oh, well, while Bobby's pitching a tent, I guess. Well, the crawling bugs, they stay on the leaves and the moss, and they add color, and they look really pretty. But the flying bugs fly around your face and land in your sweat and in your eyes. I had a mosquito fly into my eye and die. True story.
Kaden just looks at you and like processes all of this information and then just
But spiders can't fly.
Yeah, they're okay.
Can't fault that logic.
just gonna set up tent. set up his little tent.
As we're setting up camp, Jace goes over to Raya, whatever she's doing.
She'd be, I dare say, let's say she's gathering some firewood with Coda, but primarily she's just picking up a stick and throwing it for Coda every now and again.
Just running back and forth and grabbing the stick.
I was curious, and honestly, it's gonna be tough to get a straight or comprehensive answer from you, but why were you so interested in the dagger when I was trying to see what it was?
She's just gonna do a quick glance over to everyone, seeing if everybody is busy. She will look at Jace with quite a curious glance, actually. She will hold out her hands towards his temple and touch it if he allows her to.
Yeah, he kind of bends forward a little bit because I assume he's a bit taller.
Yep. Yeah, so you'd see her, like her tattoos on her forehead start to glow, that sort of a dark blue and dark green color. And in your mind, you would hear her voice. I recognize the words on it. I haven't seen anything like that before.
Sorry, just 1 second, putting some things together. So this is how you've been talking to people.
She sort of looks down and sort of nods sheepishly a little bit.
I mean, I didn't know exactly what language I was looking at, but it's not a common one. I placed it somewhere in Celestial, Abyssal, maybe Sylvan. It's languages that are rarely understood, rarely spoken, rarely heard. I'm quite taken aback, to be honest. What did it say?
What did it say, Josh?
Keep away from children.
Ages 13 and up. If lost, please return
Roll.
to...
Roll a history check for me.
A history. 15.
A 15. What languages do you speak again, so sorry?
Oh,
It's both Celestial and Sylvan, right?
Celestial, Common, Druidic, Quarry, Sylvan. Quarry and Sylvan.
The words that you were able to comprehend. In Sylvan, it is the best. The words are mother's rib. Another word, uniter.
Uniter.
And then there's another word there which is teacher and student.
That was all the stuff in Sylvan, yeah?
That was all a mixture of all of it. Without that combination, you wouldn't have gotten that.
So just so the name of the dagger was Mother's Rib, and then just like on the hilt or so, it said those words.
It didn't say it was the name. It just had the words Mother's Rib
On the
dagger.
hilt, on the dagger. Right. Yeah, so Raya will look up at Jace and say, the words, they said, unite her, teachers and student. And then she meets her gaze with you and says, I said mother's reb.
Well, that's awfully foreboding, isn't it?
Where did you get it?
It wasn't mine. It was Scara's. She got it from Lorelide. I believe that has something to do with why Lorelide's been with us. Lorelide wasn't there last night, and then by the time I came back in the morning, she was there. And later, near the lightning rod, I saw the dagger. Scara told me that she tried to Lorelei tried to get her to cut her hand with it. I mean, none of it's particularly comforting, especially since we're bringing this child with us. But I mean, I suppose it's better than her murdering everyone in a major city.
Yeah, Raya sort of nods along in agreement. I guess she's got nowhere else to go.
Seems to be a lot of that going around lately. Just quickly, I know Scara for sure heard it. Did we all hear Lorelide saying that Doe, her mother, is dead?
I think that was...
I don't remember hearing it.
It was right after the fight. It was a cliffhanger. I just don't know if it was specifically to Scara or if it was for the group.
Scara or us, I'm fairly certain. So it would have been a prompted answer. And from the relationship of Lorelide and Scara, I would say it was meant for Scara. But it depends on who was in that scene with that conversation, interacting with that conversation. If you can remember being there and listening.
It's one of the tougher ones. It was the end of a session. We'd just gotten our magic items from Trembler, and then we literally ended the session with Scara asking Lorelide, and then the cliffhanger of she's dead, and that was the session. It's up to how everyone else saw it, I guess.
I mean, I saw us all in a similar location, but if she was speaking normally, I believe that we'd all hear it. But if it was more of a subtle thing, like a whisper, I don't think I would have heard it, at the very least.
It was an aside conversation between Scara and...
Fair enough. Just informing.
Who has the dagger?
Hey.
I thought Jace still had the dagger.
I gave it back to Scara.
Okay.
I was never trying to take ownership of the dagger.
And Caden has Lazy Titan.
Yes.
Yeah.
It took me a while to remember what that was.
Yeah, for a second I thought it was the sword, and I'm like, oh, we have a name for that?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about Mother's Rib. Unite a teacher and student. I mean, all of that could have something to do with the blood ritual she was trying to perform. There are abilities hidden within that dagger that I can't read. They require something more to be unlocked, to be awakened. It could be that it requires a uniting of blood between two
think M needs to quickly go to the door.
Yeah.
Actually, since it is 8:51, do we want to go for a quick break or do we want to?
Yes.
Yep, I
I'm
think
hungry.
that's fair. Chat, are you okay if we go for a quick break? We will be right back. I might jump into the chat screen and chill with peeps. You guys go down
yeah.
though.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Go and get some more water. Yeah, I had water.
Nah.
We will see
It's
you guys in a second.
fucking
I'm
sick,
staying
man.
with you. I want to chat with chat. All right. How are we all? Shall we get some awesome music happening? Not too much. I kind of keep these nice chill vibes with everyone. Where was it? Let's turn off this meditation stuff. And then let's go for... about this one. Nope. This one. Nope. This one. This cover art for books? Or is this the new book that's coming out? Bear with me. I just want to get some music happening. Not moody. We're not moody. Music travel. Thoughtful, nervous, relax. Let's try relax. No. That. Silly, smooth jazz, spooky, chilled. We'll try chilled. Wait for it to download. Tavern? We could try tavern. This. I have a feeling it's not going to be... It's very Final Fantasy 13. Groove Grove. It's so weird, man. I just want... elven music. Oh, Kermit the Frog's here! Kermit! There we go. I'm just going with this. Burn them all. Alright. It's a book I saw today. You thought I'd love the art on it? Please send me the image. Divine power courses through my veins, finally. Oh gosh, you've got a divine intervention. Oh man. Renegade Chicken used a divine intervention last night and it was flipping amazing. It's good to have you here, Cam. Huntress Lullaby is on point. Is it free? Okay, I'm gonna click on this link. Pretty. The cosmos swirls above, playing with the void. As many citizens of its form twinkle and dance and blink with each other. Whoa! You picked up real fast there. I'm very excited because I'm thinking Forgery's the Forge, Foundry VTT is the way to go, because one thing I can do is I can add all the music from Epidemic Sound, and then players can put their own volumes in there, and I can just click the ones I want. Yeah, Foundry. The cover art is amazing. It is. Yeah, I've been waiting so long. I cannot wait to see what you use it on as well. How's everyone's day been? I've had a rough day. So today was hard because of the hay fever. It's starting to calm down now because it was getting cold and the night's settling in. But I'm so happy to be here with everyone playing D&D. The chase music is great also. I linked it to one of my game's chats while using the game to start my DM. I used... Yeah. Lol, I had to have a shower. What happened? We're in the chat screen. So the players are just having a quick break. And then I'm sitting here chatting with you guys, which I'm loving. Let's see what Epidemic Sound has. For music. Slow fantasy. See what comes up for that. Dreamy? Yeah, I kind of want dreamy. This one's called it's called synth pop. Fantasy dreamy mystery. Okay, let's try this. It's gonna be really loud too. Alright. I'll make sure that just a quick warning. You know what? I'll turn down my that's just my headphones. Okay. I'll try and be as quick as I can. Hopefully this doesn't blow everyone's eardrums. Where's the sound? There it is. Brilliant. Okay. We're good. This is pretty cool. Fluffy, I want to. Our stream schedule is packed with 5e, but we will be eventually looking at introducing a variety night where we will be able to play all manner of things and short runs of things. But right now we are packed with 5e until one of the games ends up or finishes. Oh, look at that! Look at that trombone. Oh, lazy. Yeah, hay fever's the worst, Jeanette. I hate it so gosh darn much. My eyes swell up, my face swells up. I get really hot. Oh man, I wanna make it Huntress as well. It could be both. I would see a multi-class for certain, right? Cunning action. Oh, this is for Sabai. Would it be a fighter or a rogue? I think it would be a multi-class. And you have to have a beast. You have to have some sort of like companion. Awesome. Got into my campaign. I'm running with the players and ended up doing 3 quests last night instead of 1, as everyone wanted more. Didn't get finished until 5 a.m. Kermit, yes. I thought it would be a fighter with ranger. Yeah, I think fighter with ranger, especially since they have like fighting styles as well. Arcane archer is awesome. Battle master with ranged is absolutely phenomenal. Actually, I've seen that play to great to awesomeness. Jeanette says good choice. Multi-class might work. I can see that. Yeah, for certain. Thanks, Mima's here. Big mimic hearts. I actually purchased the non-exclusive rights to some really beautiful ambient music. I'm intending to use it for a D&D campaign soon. Yes. So sorry. I'm getting Jurassic Park vibes from that last song. What's this from? This is Epidemic Sound. Can we suggest game systems? For certain. By all means. Mysterious. Hearing from you from the darkened trunks of the forest. Yellow eyes, accompanied by a bushy mustache. You hear the noise as they hide behind the barked trunk. I hope they didn't see me. Hello? Yeah. You gotta, sometimes you just gotta have fun. Come out! I'm scared. I don't want to. Don't worry. Come, share my fire with me. The little creature tiptoes out ever so slightly, And as they walk into the perimeter of the firelight, you see them all. A little gnome. The big bulbous nose.
Hi.
They are wearing overalls. They look hungrily to what you are cooking. Go on, sit down. The little one joins you.
That looks good.
By all means, help yourself. Called Castle Fairy, yeah. This next one is called Monkey Dance. Where did I lose before I started playing D&D with myself? Yeah, I suggest Monster of the Week. You can get a chance. It's super fun mechanically. Yeah, hell's yeah. I would suggest All Out of Bubblegum. That sounds awesome. This is Cat Conspiracy by T. Mori. Gotta keep an eye on if the players want to come back in. They'll send me a message. This is a cross between Hall of the Mountain King and Dance with Sugar Plum Fairy, yeah. I like the genie system, it's so great. Lady Titan, I love your little side story, Sarge. Thank you so much. I should do like one-on-one D&D. Sorry, self-played D&D a lot more. It'll help with my descriptions and my storytelling. You could seriously think of writing a children's book with MM do the art. Man, that would be so flipping cool. We were one of our go-to children's books for Link is the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s of D&D, and we've read it that much that we can kind of almost recite it. But one of our books went missing. The 1, 2, 3s of D&D went missing, so I couldn't even find it. We start with one dungeon master telling tales of daring deeds. What are the limitations for me making an NPC? I had never made an NPC of someone else's campaign before, so you make it and we'll work together to make it work in. So far, the ones that have been given me have just been a big sheet, and I just ad-lib it in. I just work it in and make the changes that I need to make. But if you have something more in particular in mind, we will work together to make it happen. Druids in this world are incredibly rare. Warforged aren't around. Dragonborn aren't in the campaign yet, or the game world yet. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be unlocked or discovered. Scrappy found nachos. Was yummy. Scrappy! How you doing, Scrappy? I miss you. I know you were in that control deck all day, working so hard so we can deliver the best possible experience for our beautiful, beautiful chat. What did you get for Mother's Day, Carrie? So compulsive Shazam problem. How much work do NPC personalities need? It depends. I'm kind of like, with me, I will just summon them from the void deep within my imagination space, and they come out and they say hello, which I'm all about. But you know, sometimes they do come from design as well. It just depends on how much you want to, what type of GM you want to be, right? So Lazy Titan. Then you could also donate some of the money from the sales for Starlight or another charity. Yeah, we actually want to have a long-running charity donation thing. We're in talks about what we want to do and how we want to do that as well. I hope this music's not too loud for everyone. Everyone's given big love to Scrappy, which I love to see. Yeah, what did Kermit say? Okay, I missed what Kermit said. I ended up leaning into their murder hobo ways and improv their choice to sacrifice an NPC on an altar while inside a temple of an evil dwarven god, as pleasing the god, and improv everything from there on. It was so good. Players think that was a just written quest and really love D&D now, so I'm so pleased with myself. Yes. So the one thing I love about DM improv styles, which I do have a very close and awesome relationship with improv DMing, is that you need to make sure that they never find out that it is improv. And most of the time, peeps will either try and guess if it's improv or it's not improv. One of the best examples is one of JP's favorite jokes, which is Sexy Goblin, which is a meme, which is hilarious. If JP doesn't link it to you in the memetorium, Google Sexy Goblin D&D and just be very careful. Actually, maybe don't Google that. Maybe not Google that. I'll find you the meme and I'll send it to you guys. Scrappy Goblin, Scarecrow kinds of work with the tech goblins earlier. Rule 34, exactly right, Bloody. I'm digging this music though. As you slumber, you hear the sound of tinkering and clackering. One eye opens as you see the little one that you had given food to is rummaging through your pack.
No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Where is it? Where is it?
What are you doing?
Look, I'm gonna level with you.
You go towards your concealed weapon. Silvered dagger. Okay, I think M's messaging me now. Yeah, I think we're good to go back now. Okay, we're going back. Let's do it. Let me turn off this awesome music. Nope. You don't get to see that again.
And JP, I feel like it's me, just by natural selection.
Yeah, probably. Actually, I'm guessing it's M.
And chat doesn't get context for this.
Actually, can chat hear us?
Yeah, they should be able to.
Why did you Google it?
Look, I get really self-conscious about Googling things when I'm looking for character concepts, like black girl or like young boy. It just makes me feel really weird. I'm not creepy.
What did you Google?
I think as an artist and a writer, you end up.
Sexy goblin.
I had to Google sexy dwarf once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, did they have a beard?
Actually, it got weirdly Snow Whitey.
Shay.
What? The orgy.
Just don't go. No. Throw up the mature content thing, and let's end this here.
Alright.
Oh, I took it off because it was making my head disappear.
Now, what were you guys up to?
I was talking to Raya about the dagger, and we were just about to. I was just about to say something, and then we called the break. So.
Did you forget what you were gonna say?
No, I wrote it down. Just
Smart.
then. So
Big brain plays.
remember it. So he was talking about the blood and how Skara declined the ritual sort of thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you remember the last line that you gave?
I think I said something about uniter and teacher and student, like maybe the dagger gets awakened when both people take part in the blood ritual thing. Saying something about that.
So yeah, with a furrowed brow, Raya sort of glances, her eyes quite dart over towards Skara, and I assume where Lorelei is as well. She sits, she picks up another stick and sort of throws it for Coda again. Her eyes meeting up to Jace's. Jace would hear in his mind, I don't quite know a lot about different magics and whatnot. But I do understand that the blood that each of us have been given belongs within us. It's pumped through our hearts that are only for us to keep. Sharing it with somebody else through the use of a dagger, feels unnatural in a sense. I hope she doesn't choose to awaken it.
Jace kind of gives Raya like an appraising look. I can't say that I would be willing to enter into an unknown blood pact, but I have heard that there are wizards and witches in the past that have used their blood as a way to fuel spells to greater heights. You give more of yourself and the spells can do great and terrible things.
It sounds so dangerous.
I agree, but at the same time, it depends on how you use the power, isn't it? If she were to agree and then use whatever awakens to help, I mean, would you be able to say that's wholly wrong?
There's a reflection in her eyes as she definitely regards what you say. Do you think you should tell her?
I will. It's not my place to withhold this sort of information. It's up to her to choose what she wants to do with it. In the end, Lorelei came to her, not to any of us. So, it's between her and Lorelei. And, I mean, we've only known her for a little while, and despite the face she puts on, I don't believe Scar is a bad person. I don't believe she'd take this powder and use it for something I would disagree with.
I want to ask Scar something, but I don't quite know how. Do you think you could help me?
I could, but I mean, I've seen you do this with Thomas and others. Why can't you do this with Skara?
'Cause her magic scares me.
I'd be happy to help.
Something happened to my throat. And I need a healer to look at it. But... And she looks down at her hand and runs her hand over her wrist. When she healed my wrist, it was so painful. And it scared me. I've never felt healing magic like that.
Do you ever remember a time that you injured yourself and there was no one to heal it?
I don't remember from a few weeks ago.
Typically, injuries are painful. It's our body telling us something is wrong. And non-magical methods of healing can be equally painful or sometimes more so. I mean, I dislocated a shoulder once. It hurts like fuck putting that back in. But at the end of the day, you're better off for it. I can't say I prefer this sort of healing, but there's something more natural about it.
She She nods and then gives you a half smile. You sense that she's found resolve to talk to Skara about it. Yeah. Thank you for showing me the dagger.
It's not mine. I was just trying to get more information on it. Jay starts picking up firewood as well, seeing that Raya's not really actually doing that job.
Nope. She picks up another stick for Coda. Sort of like flicks it a few times in her hands and peels off a little bit of bark before she sort of plays a bit of tug of war with him. She'll go to the others.
You see Skara. You see Lorelei looking back towards Fiolam with a worried look as she nervously plays with her fingers next to the fire. She mousily looks at the rest of the companions and to Trembler, and then back down as she fidgets. What do you do? Skara?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking to Raya still.
You. No, this is
Because you said, oh, you see Skara and Lorelei, and I was like, oh.
I said, Skara, you see.
Okay,
Lorelei
okay.
doing these things. It is a prompt for you to have a roleplay scene if you would like it.
Oh, okay. So, do I have the dagger still
I would
or
say
again?
so. Yeah.
Okay,
I give it back to you, yeah.
Lorelei.
You see that some of her hair has fallen in her face. It sits there. She looks up at you.
Where did you get the dagger?
Hi. You see her emotions start to well up in her face. She looks back towards Fiolam. I took it.
From where did you take it?
She looks back to the companions. Is anyone listening in?
I know I was close to Scar and Lorelei.
I'm not. Chase is getting Caden's sword.
Yes.
She's going to try and take your hand and lead you in closer.
I allow it for now.
She very quietly and carefully whispers in your ear. I took it from my mother.
Why would your mother have something like this?
As she looks back at you, firelight dancing across her face and glinting in her eyes like the stars above. It was created from her, like me.
Cool, so I'm glad I don't know about the mother's bread thing right now.
She looks worriedly back towards Fiolam with a fearful expression across her face.
You said your mother was dead.
Yes.
Dead how?
Her soul was consumed in the process. I feel it deep within my being. She looks back towards Fiona again. She starts to cup her ears and rock back and forth. Shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! You guys might be drawn by this display at this point. She's starting to freak out. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
I'll stow the dagger away and out of her reach.
Skara?
She
I
starts
don't
to
know,
weep
I think it's...
and wail.
Is it the trees?
I hear them! I hear them!
I'll go sit down next to her.
She's shaking now.
Sometimes I hear things too. It's okay.
Stop. Stop.
Do you want to squeeze my hand really tight?
You offer your hand out. And she just sort of collapses into the two of you.
Count the voices. Sometimes it helps.
Can you tell what they are saying?
They called me. You feel, you get the feeling that there is a heavy burden has been placed upon Lorelei. And it's taking its toll.
What's for dinner, Bobby? Maybe food will help.
You can see that she's already started prepping all the ingredients, just waiting on the firewood. Tonight is very special because tonight is a recipe I tried in real life. So it's vegan barbecue ribs. And they're amazing, man. But so she's got this this handmade meat patty thing. And she started glazing it and she's set it aside in the pot ready to put on the fire. But on the chopping board there are all these fresh veggies that she's gonna grill up in the sauce. It was dope. Well, I'm just waiting on the fire, but then I can make a delicious dinner, and I bought something really special. Okay, Laura.
She's not in a place to really communicate, and it's in the comfort would be, it's hard. It would be hard to comfort Lorelei in this state. I'm not role playing it right now, but currently she is not in a good place.
No, it's okay. I'll just, even knowing that Bobby would still be talking.
Yeah.
I bought something really special, and out of her satchel, she's gonna pull the medieval lollipop. I bought this for me. But you know what? I think, and she's gonna stick it in the ground right in front of Lorelei. I think that when you're ready, you'd really like it. It's toffee flavored. I don't think there's an ounce of toffee in it, but it's toffee flavored.
It looks awfully hard to bite.
No, you don't bite. You suck.
Any verb would have sounded bad.
But lick. Just lick it.
That's still bad.
That's still bad.
You could see all the words going through Izzy's head.
Lorelei's face
That's
is
beautiful.
red from crying as rivers of tears streak down her face. Glinting eyes catch the lollipop that has been placed in the dirt before her. Very slowly, her hand comes away from her ear towards the lollipop and then takes it close. This small act of kindness has, for now, sated the voices.
I'm gonna get really close and whisper something in her ear that I might just PM you, Josh.
Yeah.
Where's your name? Why do I talk to so many of you?
Do I know what Caden's sword is yet? unless Emma wanted to go first.
No, sure.
It's
This
made
sword.
of metal.
Do you want me to send it to you so you can roleplay it, or would you rather me just say it out loud?
Come on, you can just say it.
It is a sword of wounding.
I thought so.
That sounds fun.
So if I'm correct, sword of wounding does something like to do with healing, doesn't it? Or
Bleed damage.
yeah. They can't be regained through magic or anything. You can't. The damage it deals can't be healed except through resting. And it deals extra damage.
Yeah.
So after Jace finishes, this is a nice weapon. I mean, the cuts it does, Skara or Raya wouldn't be able to heal it. And, I mean, it's gonna hit harder than the other weapons. It's a nice sword. It's nice. And he gives it back.
Suppose I should put it to good use in that case.
I mean, not right now.
No, but if we're accosted by particularly large bugs or witches, I'm gonna make good use of it. And, did you find out much about that dagger?
Honestly, Raya found out more than me. But what I found out is that it's not reached its potential. And I believe with what Raya found out, it has potential to grow based on some sort of blood ritual. So good fun family events, you know?
Why is it always blood rituals? It's never something nice. It's never, you give it a really nice word of encouragement and you awaken some sentience. It turns out to be a very happy talking weapon, unlike this lazy... I'm not going to insult the axe because frankly the axe scares me a little bit.
I mean, I've heard there are some items that require you to say something particular to them for them to work. Maybe we can find one of those for you.
Just a nice sword. And when I hold it in two hands, say, "You're doing a good job, buddy," it shoots fire and immolates my enemies. That'd be
That's
nice.
a very specific dream.
It's possibly a little bit fanciful. But no, of course it's blood rituals and witchy shit.
I mean, if it works, I guess. I suppose there's a reason it's so annoyingly common. Well, I wouldn't use the word common, but we've all heard about blood rituals.
Yeah. Thank you, though, for having a look at this.
I don't mind.
I don't have the capabilities to do that myself. At least not yet. Also, if you can do it, there's no real point in me learning it, so I probably won't ever have the capabilities to do that. Mainly because of my own laziness. I'd rather, learn how to shoot fire and, again, immolate my enemies.
It's a strange implication that you will never not be in a position to requisition me for my services, but,
That is actually...
believe what you like.
You've got a point. For now, though, I'm actually going to issue order as to keep this assumption viable. Don't die. That is an order.
There go my dinner plans.
Yeah, well... we all have to make...
Well, if you let me, I might see if Lorelei will let me have a look. Jace kind of sidles over to Scar, Bobby, and Lorelei to see what they're doing.
Well, I will soon be heading, pretty much now-ish be heading back to get dinner on if you've collected the firewood.
Jacbon, I'm glad you're here. Lorelei, when there's lots of noise up here, sometimes you should turn up the volume elsewhere. And I've seen Jacbon do that thing in the mornings when we camp, the... touchy.
More like, yeah.
Note that one down.
Okay. Don't hold it against me. I realized that off camera you couldn't see any other gestures, so I panicked and I did a half dab, I guess.
Alrighty, Scar.
Jace's ritual morning dabs.
How else to get ready for the day?
At the end of the day, he finishes the dab.
I start the dab in the morning.
Half dab today.
Yeah. So maybe you can show Lorelei some Tai Chi.
Jace kind of squats in front of Lorelei to try and get down to her eye level.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, go.
Oh, I was just going to say that her eyes are red from crying, but she's clutching the sweet that Bobby had given her.
I could try and teach you. I mean, it's not something I'm willing to teach everyone, and there'd be a limit to how much I'd let you learn. But if that's something you're interested, we could make a little deal. Because there's something I need to get you to do for me.
What's that?
I need you to sit still for the next 10 minutes or so and let me cast a spell. So I can figure out what's going on with you.
Okay. She looks back at you and then looks to Skara. And then waits for Skara to give some sort of affirmative or look Skara. He's looking to you to see if this is okay.
What do you want to cast on her?
The same thing I've been casting to look at the weapons. I want to find out why she's got magic on her.
Okay,
Every time I use my detect magic, she's still glowing.
it might help us to figure out the voices, yeah? She says that to Lorelei.
Anxiously, she nods.
It won't hurt.
And the next time you hear the voices too, I want to try something. But if you're willing to let me do that, I can teach you some stuff.
Another anxious affirmative. Affirmation.
Are you interested in magic?
as interested as anyone else.
Well,
Yeah.
if you stay still, I can show you what I'm doing. And Jace fully kneels down in front of her now and pulls out his spell book, opens it to a page. You see this? I'm going to be drawing this in the air, using some of the magical energy around us. And with this, and he holds up the pearl, I'm going to focus that, and I'm going to get a better understanding about what spells are currently affecting you.
Alright.
As he says that, he starts tracing in the air the arcane sigil as he starts to ritual cast Identify again.
Alright. You want to give me a visual for this as well? Just like
yeah.
Yeah.
So he's sitting, like he's kneeling in front of her, and he's holding the pearl in his left hand, and then he kind of like holds his hand on the page of the spellbook that's open to the Identify, to where Identify is written in there, and he closes his eyes, and then you see him draw the magical energy up, and he starts tracing this magical sigil in the air quite slowly in front of him, in between the two of them. His eyes open and close a bit, but mostly stay closed as he's focusing on the spell itself, as this kind of like light blue sigil forms in the air in front of them over the next 10 minutes. And then whenever the spell finishes casting, he kind of like puts his hand through it and kind of like touches her on the forehead as he finishes the casting.
You see this brilliant display of magical light start to emanate out. The various tinkling and giggles of the magic sort of emanating out as well. This is some very complex and old magic, Jace, that you have picked up using Identify on Lorelei. Previously described as a multitude of different spells affecting it. It is a complex program, if you will. There is spells way above your capability, though you do know of them. Simulacrum, Clone, Warding Bond. There's also divination magic here.
Oh, Jesus.
Dispel, dispel, dispel.
That's higher level than me, sorry. And also those are very high level spells to try and dispel.
What are you talking about?
There would even be, you would even say some older magics here as well that you're not quite aware of. There's lots going on here, but those are the main components of what you can understand.
Jace holds his face steady the whole time as this information kind of floods into his brain, and then he just kind of like smiles at her. Thank you. I have a better idea now. If you like, in the morning when I'm running through my ritual, you can try and join in, although it's not easy.
She nods. And then slowly you hear the sound of crackling, crinkled sheet plastic as it is pulled away, and the sucker is properly placed in the maw of Lorelei.
Took my brain a second.
I was like,
what monster is happening right now?
Descriptions are fun, guys. You can have so much fun with words.
Jace kind of stands up and walks away to go sit on like a nearby log or something, and puts his head in between his hands and contemplates existence.
ready.
As I head towards dinner, I would like to poke sleeping Thomas. Pretty hard.
Didn't want to roleplay Thomas tonight.
It's okay, you don't have to.
It's fine. Let's try.
The phrase
He wasn't supposed to wake up. You derailed my whole plan. I was just gonna poke him and say that he sleeps like
Log?
like he's with Zantu when there's no coffee, and that was gonna be the whole thing. It was just a bit.
I'm gonna roll a d20.
He woke.
Please don't. Can I just retcon that I don't do that at all?
Above a 10, he'll wake up. All right, I rolled a 4.
Sleeps like he's with Zantu.
Okay, I'm gonna serve up dinner on the little lightweight plates I have.
Little paper camping plates.
Josh, also everyone got flower crowns.
Everyone? I've decided to modify GM. I'm just gonna modify my mic. It was kind of a character, so I'm okay with that. And plus, I don't have to try and balance it. So everyone got one?
Yes, everyone.
All right.
Shoot, where was I?
Dinner.
Dinner.
Lightweight plates.
Yes. I'm serving up the dinner and it smells amazing. And I give an extra helping to Jace. And then I say, thanks for that. With the baby.
What?
The baby. Lorelei.
He's like a child, not a baby. You know the difference, right?
I just don't see the importance of it.
Oh, all right.
Do you want the extra barbecue or not?
What? Oh, there's food. Sure, I'll eat something. Yep, good idea. Eating is good. Eating is what we do.
Jace trying to maintain the facade that he is in fact people.
I'm gonna sit as far away from Jace as I can while we eat. Disrespect eating like that?
You see Jace nibbles at it, but he doesn't really eat.
You motherfucker!
My. Okay.
Where's Benedict when you need him?
Raya will take her plate
sorry.
and sort of sit down cross-legged, sort of her eyes gazing over the party, feeding Coda as well. Just listening to the flicker of the... She puts little pieces in his mouth and stuff and then give him a nuzzle on the nose.
Caden's gonna sit down either on the ground or just leaning up against something so he can also rest his plate on the ground, and using one hand to eat. He has a hand axe in one hand and is just ready for anything to come out of the woods. Something else to ruin his day.
Oh yeah, I forgot that it was today. I was gonna go, have you had a particularly bad day?
Yes!
Well, I have new clothes, and I can say that it makes a difference. Bobby's forgotten all about her horrendous morning.
Fair.
I'm keeping an eye on how much food Jace eats, and will punish accordingly tomorrow night.
Jace, as you watch the forest. Sorry, Jace, no, Caden, as you watch the woods waiting for something to come out, you hear.
Constipated tree?
You're almost as lazy as I am.
Actually, I think the fact that I have the capability and have utilized the capability to move myself would mean that I'm a little bit less lazier than you, but go on.
I guess so. Why don't you just leave me here? So I can rust and be buried in the earth where it is warm and quiet.
I don't know if you've ever been buried before, but it's not very warm. Anyway.
Give
gotten
me
a
a
mark for
yawn
that.
saving throw, by the way.
Wait, I am immune to being put to sleep by magic.
That's a yawn
Alright.
saving throw.
Oh,
so-
yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Also,
What-
I have a. I'm gonna come see Caden once this is done.
It's a 7 on the dice. I don't know what my modifier to not yawn is.
I would say it's a charisma.
Oh, alright, that's a 6.
You belt out a yawn.
Not everyone's gonna do it.
Yep.
This is your fault.
This is your fault.
There we go. How life imitates art.
Why do you want to be left in the ground? Why are you so lazy? No, you're an axe. That's a stupid question.
Such a bother.
What was that?
Everything is such a bother.
You know, not everything is a bother. I was going to provide an example of a particularly good food that I've eaten, but I'm guessing that doesn't quite apply to you. Can you see things? Exactly what senses do you have besides, I swear to God, if you can actually just read my thoughts and I've been talking out loud to myself like a madman. I'm going to give you to a particularly excited parrot and have it shit on you for the rest of your days.
I wouldn't mind that.
No, parrots can talk.
Probably not as much as you do.
Yeah, you've got a point.
Is Kate talking out loud in this scenario?
Yeah,
would say
I'd like
so.
to know that.
And I'm gonna give it to a parrot and have it be shit on for the rest of it.
Ryan's just sort of staring blankly at you.
Yeah,
head
Bobby's
kind of
coming over
tilted.
for when you're ready.
Yeah, I think Jace was the only other person that the axe talks to you in your head, but you have to talk back, which makes you seem like an insane person. Jace. Jace. Jace!
What? What?
Back me up here. The axe talks in your head.
Yeah, it's tired all the time.
Yeah,
Yep.
see.
Tired axe.
Yeah. You're right, though.
Ryan nods
I keep-
along.
Oh, sorry, what?
Oh, Ryan nods along. To
Sure.
Kaden.
Yeah, that makes sense. Tired axe, I get that.
Brodo wants to get down and play.
Also,
Starts
actually,
chasing the shadows around the campfire.
you know what? I thought of something worse than the parrot. Bobby, I've been holding on to this axe for you for quite a while now. Quite
I
heavy.
gave it to you, but I had something to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
And Bobby's gonna look at her hand as if she's written it there, but it's not.
Can Caden see that?
I would think so. The crazy lady that we butchered, the mean one that we butchered, she said something to your tired weapon that I think it was Og Moz Og. And then she got really crabby.
Is that when she started to be less human-like and more? Yeah. That's the one.
But she said it to the axe.
Well, thank you for telling me that. I feel as if this is information that I won't really want to use. If saying that to...
And then he just kind of like flicks the axe.
So she wasn't saying that to me.
Oh, actually, out of curiosity, Bobby, could you hear what the axe just said?
Could I?
No.
Oh, well, the axe said that she wasn't saying that to it. Axe. Who was she saying it to?
That damned coin.
She said it to...
And she points, and Caden points over to Trembler, who I believe still possesses the coin.
He's
She
currently
said it.
surveying the darkness off in the distance.
She said it's to the coin, the one on the necklace that Trembler has.
Oh.
However, this is still good information to have, and probably good information not to use. But if we ever feel like turning someone into a weird, slightly unhuman creature, we can give them it and say, hey, repeat after me, but that's a bit cruel.
I'm around.
Yeah.
Shit.
Are you sure you don't want to use the axe? I have.
And she holds up the sword.
This, and Jace has informed me, will do significant damage. Never been fond of large axes like this, or hammers, which is why I use the pointy stick.
Bobby's maul is on the ground nearby, so she'll just... within reach. But she'll just gesture vaguely to it. It's a family heirloom. Everyone, like me, had it. Everyone that comes when I call, when I go, all those people.
That was a pretty good coder impression.
Oh, didn't know I could do that.
But just
That one.
going back about 15 seconds. Now, people like you,
Every now and again in my family, there'd be people like me. They're really strong, and they're really pretty. Although that might just be me. But there's a downside. There's the anger, and sometimes I black out. but then they can't come and help me. The shadows and the lightning people.
And the mud.
The mud too. They come whenever I call. They help me stay calm and not do something I'll regret again.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your...
You cut out.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your...
Your what?
Yo, what?
mood?
You're right. That is a mood.
Oh my god. My mood right now?
Yeah.
It's pretty high.
In that case, I'm gonna save that question for later.
No, ask me now. I'm curious. Come on.
At the risk of bringing your mood down, something you might regret. Again.
Oh,
That
I
is-
don't remember what it was. But I remember how they reacted. They wanted to send me away. But then they were scared for me. So instead, they got me to train. And now I'm here. I just remember a rock.
This is a weird question, but did it turn into a bird?
That's true.
Just asking. Yo.
Thanks.
Ooh.
Well,
think so.
howdy there, Robert Hartley GM. I am Josh, the dreaded GM, and these are my fellow storytellers. It's nice to have you here. Please don't be scared by this voice. Sometimes characters just show up. Yep, it is what it is. Hi, I'm Josh, the dreaded GM. These are my fellow storytellers, and are we having a raid war? I feel like I should reset the counter. Guys, welcome on in. It is. I am so happy to have you here with us. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons right now and having a good old time. Are we having a raid war? Should I reset the counter? There we go. Gosh golly, what were you guys doing over there, bro? I should put some chiller music on. Let's do that.
That voice scared me a little, to be honest.
I know.
A little bit.
They are summoned from the depths of my imagination. Okay, you are here. Then mayhaps you like Dungeons and Dragons and storytelling, because that's what we do here on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We also do a community night on Thursdays. We are a community that focuses on bolstering creative confidence, because it is hard to be creative, and that is usually because you are your biggest critic. And as it has been said by many Ellies, predominantly this one here, we want to be your biggest fan. So we are happy to have you here with us as we tell our stories, and hopefully we can all inspire each other to be more creative. Us, we are all the words. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just happy to have you here. We are good friends with Robert Harris GM, who will be joining us for a 24-hour stream this month on the 27th, where we will be playing a module speedrun, which I'm very excited for. This weekend, I will be playing with Rod as well on his channel for a one-shot, which is very cool. We are still to determine who will be joining us for that, but I am very excited to do that. Yeah, so thank you for having here. One emote truce is active. Okay. I don't know. So guys, if you are here watching us and you don't know who Robert Hartley GM is, please check out Rob. Rob is amazing. He does Rob Reads every morning. He does Charisma Check every morning. He also does all manner of awesome content. Recently, together, we made the Astral Sphinx, which was from our Starlight one-shot, which has been awesome. Oh, and while we have the floor at the moment as well, Sour Pill can I just give you a massive thank you for dropping 10 dragon eggs to the community? Thank you so much. That was amazing. Guys, would you like to introduce yourself to this beautiful raid?
What up?
Hello.
Hello.
Grass getting itchy.
We
But I looked adorable.
Where's Rob? Rob, where are you? Have you said anything fancy? What was Rob doing over on his stream? Catch us up. No. Did we win? Yeah, we won. We're pretty strong here. The Mimic Heart's pretty high. This music's cool. Designing characters? Hells yeah.
Ooh, that's fun.
We were... yeah. Kaden.
We were just discussing
Everyone's-
Googling character concepts.
It's been a bit of a silly night,
specificity.
which is awesome.
Specificity?
What characters were you designing? Was it awesome? I'm digging this music though. You can't win a truce. This is true. We could truce. We could be the best trucers ever. That is a thing. All right, I'm gonna stop the funky music and we're gonna get back into the scene, guys. Where were
Funky
we?
music almost reminds me of The Sims.
Yeah.
Hayden and Bobby were having a scene.
All right.
Yes.
Well, Raiders, please
I've calmed
enjoy-
down. I'm no longer laughing hysterically.
Okay.
Well, that makes Raya the only person I've ever seen turn a rock into a bird and then kill a tree with it. So,
Is that what happened?
did you not? Oh, I forgot you got hit in the head with an even bigger rock. Yes, that is exactly what happened. Raya
Points to Raya.
threw a rock.
Looks up and
I'm just talking about that time you threw a rock at a tree and it turned into the bird, and then the bird that was a rock killed the tree.
she goes and gets the rock from out of her bag and then gives it to Kaden.
Just kind of.
Is it magic?
I don't know.
Is it really
I'm
a
gonna
rock?
quickly scan the area for Coda as well.
Yeah.
It's actually a bird that turns into a rock during the night.
Coda is not here.
What?
Wait, what?
You can't do that when they're having a scene. And I was gonna say.
We will finish the scene first, and then you will notice that Coda's not here.
Bobby, we fought the tree during the day.
It turns. Oh, I get it.
I think it's specifically when Raya throws it.
Well, what if
Jason.
I throw it? What if I throw it?
I don't want to lose the rock, to be perfectly honest.
I'll just throw it up.
Okay.
Just really lightly. Okay. Choo, choo. Done.
Kaden holds out his hand for the rock.
Oh, there you go. It didn't turn into a bird.
Kaden goes to hand it back to Raya, but also just tests it, just in case it turns into a bird.
Is that? What is?
I'd say I'd get Jace to look at it, but he seems a little bit distracted. Raya, here is your rock back.
It's a bird with a rock for a shell. And then when you throw it, it's like, oh shoot, gotta get out of my shell.
That's a good theory.
I guess after I stood up, handed the rock to Kaden, I remembered I had an owlbear cub, so I turned around and was like, OMG, it's gone.
That's it.
Okay, can I do some kind of check to see if I can track him or something?
Survival.
See if his little tootsies have left any big prints? Ah, 15.
15? Yeah. You can see that there was the track show that Coda was in fact playing with the campfire shadows. They then lead towards the darkened woods where he was started to move into the wilderness, into the dark.
Yeah, no, she would sort of head towards there, so sniffing the air a few times, patting at the ground. She would be sort of clicking her fingers a few times, trying to get his attention.
If she looks worried, I assume that one of us would notice because we were right next to her.
Does she look worried?
There's no reply to the clicking of the fingers.
Yeah.
Well, she looks worried now.
Yeah, she probably would pick up a little bit of pace and try and follow the tracks.
No. Shit. Scara.
Oh, let's go.
What's wrong?
Just points at Raya moving into the forest.
Bobby grabs her maul and runs after her.
Gonna skip straight to the end this time. Jace!
What?
Points with his thumb over shoulder at the situation.
Oh, fuck. What now?
I have no idea. Rockman, are you alright to look after
Points at Lorelei.
that one?
Nods.
Cheers.
Scraping some
Where we're all following Raya now.
Yeah.
As Jace leaves, he quickly turns and casts a message to Trembler, and so only he and Trembler can hear this. Keep a very close eye on that one. I don't think she's what she seems, whether intentional or not. Don't let her out of your sight, and don't let her get too close to you.
I will keep an eye on her.
Sorry, let me rephrase it. I will not take my eye off her.
Yeah.
Better.
Thank you.
I'd like to lightly tap Raya on the shoulder.
Yeah. She turns around. There's a degree of confusion in her eyes, a look of guilt, and a sense of fear as well.
Can you see in the dark?
She looks around through the forest and nods.
Okay. Then what are we looking for?
Are there tracks to follow from Coda?
I need more survival checks.
Yeah, she goes down onto the ground and gestures towards the paw prints that lead off into the forest. And she rubs her hand along it, indicating towards Skara. Looking back up, she will try and continue to follow them.
Thomas out here having a nap.
Bobby cannot see in the dark.
22 for a survival.
You follow them.
Could you move the cursor too, Josh?
Oh, sure.
You
follow,
thank you.
You follow them for the tracks until the terrain changes. No longer is there dirt or mud that has left tracks. You eventually have to start using more advanced tracking, broken twigs, disturbed foliage, scrapes and scratches on nearby wood. It is getting harder to track where Coda has been heading. I'll need another survival check.
Jace is either holding, Bobby's either holding Jace's hand or following very closely behind to see in the dark.
That's a 9.
Yeah.
Are we able to assist since we're all...
You are now at a place where the tracks have, to your perception, stopped. So I will have you guys roleplay out this scene.
What about the cat?
Yeah, I'll send Mel out. I kind of just... send Mel out 100 feet, start circling.
Okay, cool.
I don't suppose you could summon more of those wolves. No. Pretty keen senses of smell.
Raya looks up at Caden, shakes her head, but there is a few thoughts that you can see have crossed her mind, and there is a sense of urgency and a sense of nerve as well.
Oh, you know.
He shakes his hand.
She looks at you and then looks at the ground to where the paw prints are, and she looks back at Caden and then towards the others, looking for some kind of reassurance from Caden.
Hey, if something really weird happens, can I just get the three of you to promise not to freak out?
I'll try.
Okay. I'm pretty open.
As long as it's weird and not dangerous, I don't really care.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it is about an 8, but brace yourselves.
After that, sorry.
Ken just seeing Bobby physically brace themselves.
Okay.
You see the golden light sort of start to surround her, coloring Raya's arms and legs into a silver and dark blue as magic kind of engulfs her body. Her body begins to shift quite sharply as you see her posture begins to become quite smaller and very much as bent over. Her hands and her legs become more like paws as a white fur starts to cover her body. Her face begins to elongate into a snout, and a big brown patch of fur stands upon her chest as the silver, gold, and dark blue mist emanates off her. You see her shake, and there stands a wolf where she was before. She begins to sniff at the ground once more to see if she can track the scent of Coda.
Roll a perception check.
Jace grabs whoever's right next to him and takes a step back. Wait, be careful, I've seen this before. They forget who they are and they attack you.
That was the same thing I was gonna do, not the grabbing, but angle the crossbow. Not shoot, just cautious.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, you probably grabbed me because I was using you for guidance to see through the dark.
Just a thing about wolves, I'm pretty sure they have an advantage on hearing and smell-based perception.
They do, yes.
Yeah. So does Mao, by the way, Josh.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'll get a perception check for Mao as well, actually.
With Skara leveling the crossbow, Caden just with the hand axe that he had in hand, just on top and kind of like lowers it down, just because he doesn't have a free hand at the moment.
No, I don't understand it, but it's not polymorph.
He looks between Jace and Skara.
I also thought it was polymorph, but
Well, that's all it could be.
We'll get a perception check from everyone.
Say 11 for Mao, 14 for Jace.
Raya?
I got a 15 on perception before.
Okay, Bobby.
It was a 9, not a 6 that I rolled, so I got a 15.
Yeah, I thought that I rolled a 3, but it's actually a 9 plus 5, so that's 14.
Kaden.
21!
Ooh.
That's so much better.
We are so perceptive.
Nice and perceptive.
Oh, suck. I can see in the dark.
Remind me what was yours against Sarah?
14.
Okay. Alright. You guys pick up on multiple things. Skara. You smell in one direction, the scent of burning wood. Raya, you smell Coda's scent going directly forward. Jace, you see that there are some tracks that are leading off in a different direction. There are 3 possible paths here.
Hayden sees nothing.
Oh, yeah, huge for
Just
Kaden,
gonna
right?
ask.
Yeah, so you hear this in a different direction, so 4 directions.
Well, I'm gonna go after the scent.
Is the burning wood in the direction of our camp?
No.
Did I see anything?
What was yours?
Bobby's
You got a
was
9.
higher than Scar and
Was it
Jace.
a
To be fair.
9?
No, she got a 15.
A 15.
I got a 50.
Scar and Jace were 14, and then everyone else was higher. Except for Mao. Mao got an 11.
Vision.
I rolled a 9, but you said perception, right?
Yeah.
So it was 15.
15. Did you, yeah, so yours would be either hearing or smelling because your sight would be at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Cool. You would probably, okay, so we had 2 hearings. You would smell what Scar is smelling.
I see tracks that way and Raya's off.
Yeah, I heard some weird, creepy giggling and what sounded like an owlbear.
Well, let's follow that.
Something's burning
no,
somewhere.
No,
though, and
we
it's-
need to stay together. Jace clicks twice. I'll send Mal. What direction did you hear the sounds?
What direction
Raya's
did I
already-
hear the sounds?
Raya's already going that way. I'll send Mal the other way because that one sounds the most dangerous. We need to stick together.
Josh, which direction did I hear the sounds?
That way. They are in different directions, is the best way to describe it. They aren't the same path. Do you have keen mind? Do you know which way north is?
I don't have keen mind.
Does anyone have Outlander?
I think I have that.
Jace would know.
Being,
I have navigator's tools.
But you also know the stars.
Yes, you do know the stars.
Did
I don't have
previously
keen mind, though.
describe a very dark and thick canopy ahead above.
Where's Thomas when you need him to climb a tree?
Right?
So we have now going towards the giggling, which Caden points towards.
Oh, Mao, 30 feet up, starts climbing the tree to look up above the trees.
Oh,
Yeah,
there it
okay.
is.
Towards the coast, still heavy thicketed woods.
Giggling was towards the coast, and I think we should follow Raya.
And he picks up the pace.
Raya is moving forward away from the giggling.
Towards the scent, right, you said?
Yeah, towards the center of Brodo.
I would just recommend being very, very careful. You said there was burning wood, didn't you, Scar?
And it's not from our camp. If I'm reading the winds right.
So I'm sending Mao towards the giggling and sounds and telling Mao as soon as they spot something to come back to me and tell me because I assume it might get out of 100 feet.
All right. You do, that does go away from the 100 feet.
Yeah.
Moving towards the supposed sounds. You eventually follow the scent to a rock formation. You can see that there are several boulders in the middle of a grove. As you move towards a little bit closer, so you can expect closer towards the rocks, you can see that there is some sort of tunnel. You're not sure how deep. It goes beyond your dark vision. This is where the scent leads. Mel eventually... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say Raya will howl as she starts to sniff around where the rock formation is, making sure that the scent goes that way.
It indeed goes into the cave. Mal comes back. Some time has passed for you to come to this rock formation. So Mal was away for a while. And Mal communicates to you that they saw several feminine figures playing in a sort of water body of water. They couldn't see.
Just quickly,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, with the telepathic communication, would I get like imagery of what Mal saw, or is it like words,
Yeah,
descriptions?
Descriptions. Yeah. Moonlit body of water. Feminine figures playing and frolicking.
Mal saw. Yep, that. I mean, Mal didn't see an owlbear.
Well, that is a particularly strange thing to investigate later, I believe, in that case. Raya, are you still picking up the scent?
Yeah, her navy blue wolf eyes look up at Caden, and you see the wolf nod as it sort of tiptoes in towards the cave. I didn't hear anything after I howled by any chance.
No.
Okay. I'm still making sure I can smell the scent, and I'll head towards or into the cave.
All right. You see the wolf start to descend into the darkness of the cave. And what do the rest of you do?
I don't know how much experience I may have with witches, to your mind, but I'm wondering if there's any trickery here. If they're trying to get us to split up, or I don't know. So I was hoping to have some kind of a check to gauge my instincts on what's happening.
Do a history check.
Oh no. Seven.
You can't quite tell.
Yeah.
Do you give any indication as to what you're looking for, Em?
She's just looking around, sort of chewing her lip thoughtfully and wondering, clearly unnerved.
Jace takes note of that and thinks for a second and goes, I mean, it's an emergency, and he casts Detect Magic using a spell slot. Detect Magic.
Bobby's gonna look at each of you. Oh, sorry.
No, sorry.
Can I light a torch? Or will someone hold my hand?
I see no reason that you can't light a torch.
We'll lose stealth.
Bobby, I sound like a bag of coins rolling down a hill. I don't think we had that option.
I can also always send Mao a bit ahead, and if I see anything, we can douse the torch.
Like a badass, I get out my torch stick and I light it in one go. Yeah.
Humans.
Seeing Skara's concern but entirely misinterpreted as Caden follows Raya into the cave.
It's not polymorph. I have no idea what it is, but it's not that.
This line seems full of strange magic.
Yeah.
How long have you known?
13
18 hours.
Yeah, I learned earlier today. Yeah.
Is it just wolves or is it different things?
I think just wolves.
Because Kaden has only seen the wolves.
I'll turn
Look
into
at
a
us.
giant spider next time.
Oh, please no.
Yeah, they're all right.
They don't fly.
Should we follow her?
I think it'd be best.
Caden's gonna follow down.
After the detect magic, Jace sends Mal, kind of sprinting up ahead to try and get in front of Raya.
Okay.
And then he walks down afterwards.
The detect
magic
doesn't
is
pick
10
anything
minutes.
up, at this point.
Yeah.
Mal sprints ahead of you, Raya, as the rest of you descend into the dark cave. Darkness shrouding you. Feel the pressure within this place. It starts as earth, but it fastly becomes stone. You hear the sounds of water off in the distance as well.
Just a caveat. Can now be going stealthily, please.
Roll a stealth
I'll
check
stay
for Mel.
behind with Bobby.
Roll a stealth check for Mel.
It's a natural 15 plus cat stealth, which I believe is a +6 for cat. Checking just quickly. It is a +4 for cat, so 19.
19. Alright. Mouse stealthily moves ahead of the group. The walls glisten in reaction from Bobby's torch. That is where we're leaving tonight's session.
Why though?
Is it 10:30?
We have 2 minutes, thank you.
Yeah, speak quickly.
All right, you take one more step. It's a trap. Fireball. Dex save.
Ah, well, you win some.
Okay.
Detect magic missed that one.
Alright.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, BRB.
Okay.
Okay, I can write down my last minute favorite moments because I was pretty into it for most of that.
What did I do with my pen? I wanted to write down that I've got detect magic and Mao's stealth roll for next time in case we forget. What did I do with my pen? Do you
you
have
want me
my
to write
pen,
that for
Axel?
Yeah, we can write it down for you.
Yeah.
19 stealth, was it?
Yeah, and I've got detect magic up. Just so I remember for next time.
Yeah.
What did I do with it?
You ate it.
I didn't.
No, you did. Don't lie. All right. I guess we'll wait for the other two.
Yes.
I'm nervous.
Found it.
Did you eat it?
I didn't eat it. I can't say that I ate it.
Oh, that was a good session.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Yeah, but Kurt is missing.
No, he's
And no one knows that Lorelei might not actually be Lorelei except Jace.
Yep.
not Mal. Coda's just gone on a walk. That's all.
I'm so glad that I looked at spells not that long ago and Simulacrum was one of the ones I glanced at because I knew immediately.
While we
What
are
is it?
waiting for the peeps to return, let us explain what favorite moments are. If you haven't been on the channel before, we end our sessions with favorite moments. What we do is we go around and we what is it? What's the word? Commend.
Compliment?
Compliment is a good one. Command, compliment. Commendate,
Praise.
praise. all the above. We end on a wholesome note where we go around and we explain what we enjoyed about what we all brought to the table tonight, whether it is a scene, way we played something. But what its aim is to do is to help with us developmentally, as well as also, you know, leave on a positive note, which is awesome as well. It is something that we love at our tables and is one of our favorite things to do. So thank you for being here with us, and hopefully you enjoy that as we go around. If you have favorite moments for us, please join the Discord. Let us know there, because we like to read them. And what's really cool about having them in the Discord in the favorite moments section is that if you watch the VOD later on, you can put your favorite moments in there as well, and we'll be able to read them at a later date and all converse and enjoy them together. So if you do have favorite moments, please jump into the Discord and post them there so we can read them and enjoy them later. Okay, I'm not sure if Ellie said BRB, so we'll wait a bit for Ellie, and then if not, we will jump through and then we'll wait for Ellie to come back, and then she can.
I know how to fill the time.
Yeah.
When I was 8.
I'll quickly BRB as well.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hop on and try and make memes while the session's still fresh.
Okay. Well, Daniel knows this story, so it's fine. When I was 8, I was in computer class, and I was a kid, you know, I was like, oh cool, I wore eyeliner, whatever. I might have been 9. And then my eye hurt really badly, and I was like, what is this? And it got really blurry, and I couldn't understand what was going on. So anyway, they were like, you've got eyeliner in your eye, Izzy. So I go to the nurse's office, and she's like, yeah, you've got eyeliner in your eye. Here's a cotton bud, get it out. Only when we pulled the eyeliner out of my eye, we discovered it was in fact a mosquito that flew into my eye and died.
Wow. Yep.
Gross.
It drowned, I think.
That was the story.
Yeah, that's the story. I hate flying bugs. So does Bobby. They are actually the worst. They just all the fucking time. You're right there, JP.
Listen to
I'm not okay with that story.
Nope.
Oh.
Over a decade ago, it's fine. The eyes recovered. Wait, no, it was this one. I do remember what eye it was.
Oh.
It was quite a shock looking at that cotton bud and going, wait a minute.
So let's run through
It's
favorite
not
moments,
all I
and then
wanna.
when Ellie comes back, we will get Ellie to catch up if she can. If not, she can do favorite moments after the
Heck
fact.
yes.
Okay, cool.
I get to be before someone.
Okay.
Maybe.
What was your favorite self moment?
It's blank where my name is in my notebook. Oh, I loved the conversation with Caden with the rock. That was fun.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how to reenact this.
You know what? Bobby had some good theories. It could be just a bird that is a rock, but it's afraid of flying, so it freaks out when it flies.
A bird in a shell. That makes sense.
Winged turtle.
To Sir Terrace, look, if I like dragonflies, are they bugs? I don't know. I
Dragonfly's
hate
an
most
insect,
bugs
isn't
that
it?
Fly.
Yeah, dragonflies are
Little fruit
insects.
flies. They're the worst.
Neither dragons nor flies. Dragonflies are insects.
Jace, what was your favorite Bobby scene?
It was also with Caden, but it was the specific backstory stuff, talking about your mall and it's a family heirloom, and talking about how every former one of you has wielded it. All the ancestral guardians that come up when you rage. It was just really nice and really interesting. And turning down a +3 axe for family heirloom.
Kaden?
Yeah.
What was your favorite Bobby scene? By the way,
That
Starfield,
was
that is
my
nuts.
moment, though. Okay, I did absolutely love Bobby talking about backstory. We got Bobby backstory, which is new. We'd seen Bobby trauma, but now we have Bobby backstory. But because that has already been touched on by some thieving thief. That's you, Daniel.
That is the role I was meant to fill in the party.
That's fair. It was how excited you were about dinner. And how excited you were to bring in a dish that you had actually made. And by the sounds of things, it went pretty well.
Yeah, it did. A little overcooked. My mistake. I put it too high in the oven, but it was good.
Scar, your
Just
favorite
extra warm.
Bobby scene.
I loved you comforting Lorelei with a casual. Sometimes I hear voices too. If you thought I didn't notice, I did. Yeah, that's a beautiful scene.
My favorite has to be what you whispered in Lorelei's ear, but
That's cheating.
I know. I know that doesn't count. So, my favorite moment.
It's worse than stealing my moment in particular.
But my favorite moment, apart from the secret moment, would be when you put the sucker in front of Lorelei and comforted Lorelei. It was really wholesome.
Can we call it a lollipop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
a lollipop.
They call them that though.
Yeah, they do. They shouldn't.
Okay, lollipop.
Hey,
Lollipop.
bro,
It's,
we just
it's-
got raided.
How
Hi.
was your game? I hope it was awesome. Thank you for the raid. Can we get a shout out for Arvidas?
Oh, right.
Has joined us back.
I'm back. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
That's okay.
We're on
Are we
Bobby
up to-
moments.
I get
Bobby?
more praise.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wrote down.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, am I interrupting? Sorry, someone.
No, sorry. I spoke out loud by accident.
Oh, yeah, my favorite part was the lollipop moment, and the quote, they wanted to send me away. That was really intriguing.
I don't think that works.
Thanks.
Okie dokie. Jace, what was your favorite self-seed?
I think just getting some good use out of Mao this session. Up a tree, over this way, over that way. I like it when my familiar has stuff to do.
It's a busy familiar. I love it. Bobby, what was your favorite Jace scene?
I have two different quotes here, and it's really hard to pick. So I'm gonna go with the first one. It was when you were talking to Raya about the languages, and you said, rarely spoken, rarely heard. And that just sounded really profound to me. I was like, oh damn. He's just talking about a language, and yet I'm like, ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Kaden, your favorite Jace.
Thank you so much for identifying this sword. I was so worried that it was cursed, but now I'm going to use the absolute ever-loving shit out of that thing. My favorite moment, though, was jumping on the little slip-up that I made, saying that a strange assumption I'm never gonna have access to your services to cast Identify. It is like, shit, I kind of did imply that. That's
moment was filled with chemistry, you guys.
that's on me. That's my bad, and I'm sorry that I made that assumption.
Wow, what was your favorite? Hey, sorry, Jace scene. Almost said Kaden.
I really liked the interaction between the two of us. I thought I thoroughly enjoyed that. But I dare say my favorite moment had to be the contemplation and really sticking with that. Even when Kaden was calling your name out, I got a lot of enjoyment out of that.
Thank you.
Scar, your favorite Jace scene.
I loved your talk with Raya so much. I found it so interesting. Just going over the dagger and then talking about when she did the mind link with you and you're like, oh, cool, putting some pieces together. Seen you do this with other people, and why don't you go do that yourself? Since you can. Yeah, so just all the brain plays tonight were really cool. I'm lost, so I get to just like ramble. But yeah, all the detective magic.
Josh doesn't exist.
No, I don't. Jace.
Sorry.
Speaking of figments of our imagination, I believe I'm hearing one now. Dear.
Yeah, I have to say, like, your detective part of approaching the game with Jace is amazing. Going here, speaking to this person, going there, speaking to that person, but more importantly, not mettering information and having your character discover the information is something that I absolutely adore. And it just goes in turn, and then it's interesting to see you piece things together. I would have to say I loved your reaction as well. I absolutely loved your reaction to finding out what exactly Lorelad was made up of, spell-wise at least. Like that was, and then like having role-playing being blown away by that was I loved it. So it was amazing. Yeah.
My second quote didn't get taken.
Oh.
If you're done.
Yeah, go ahead.
There go my dinner plans.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Kill a joke, and I mean.
Kaden.
That was it.
Man,
What was your favorite self?
bruh, Bobby's right. We do all hear voices sometimes. I'm just still saying you don't exist. I had it and then I forgot it, so that's cool. You guys ever had eggs? Oh yeah, no. Have you ever been buried? It's not warm, it's very cold. Yeah, how's it feel, Daniel?
I wrote it down, the full line.
Yeah, right? I'm hoping the other one... Yeah.
Alright. Well, cross that out.
Ellie, did you also have that as a favourite moment for me?
No, I had a different one.
Damn, I was
got
nearly the
3.
greatest thief of all time.
Got 3, and there are 4 people before me. So...
So who's up next?
It's not looking good.
Mine. I'm up next. Mine was skip straight to the end this time.
Jace, what was your favorite
That was
moment?
really good. I love that.
Streamlining communication.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way we do it. Just every time you get a call, Bobby! Yeah, like.
Yeah, I loved both of those, especially because, yes, I did play into the ignoring you the first time. I did enjoy the skip straight to the end. But besides that, I think trying to reassure the party that, like, what you're gonna see is weird, but don't freak out.
Yeah.
Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's an 8, but, like, try not to freak out.
And then you guys did. What the hell?
Well,
yeah.
She's a
lose your-
ranger. Just ask
you
me.
lose your intelligence when you polymorph, and it can be unpleasant.
The dog nodded, guys. The dog nodded.
I was actually gonna say. See, Dr. Nod. Oh, man.
Yeah, to build off that, I really liked when you grabbed the axe and like lowered Skara's crossbow, and then misunderstood why she was confused, and I was just like, it's not polymorph. It's not I don't know what it is, but it's not possible. That was very entertaining. You played that scene really well. Really well.
Love it. Scar?
Look, there's a quote I want to do, but I actually think I'm going to go with the other one, which is not a quote, but the ideas for Raya to use the animals tonight, the horses, and then suggesting the wolves, which, you know, sort of suggested something else too. I thought those were really cool suggestions and ways to incorporate,
I think,
like, without being too meta to, like, yeah.
I think someone brought up the fact that we didn't have riding horses, and at one point Ellie was like, could summon war horses? I think it might have been Ellie, like, thought, man, I could summon riding. Or then again, it might have been Jacbon, and I don't want to credit him for anything.
I could use the quote instead.
I will take additional praise.
Yeah, I loved. I sound like a bag of coins rolling down a hill.
Oh, that was
amazing.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Sorry that I missed.
Oh, my moment right at the end.
Well, he could have just taken it and let me be blissfully unaware that I'd missed key moments before the horse thing.
Oh no, it wasn't. It didn't happen in session. I think it was.
Yeah, we were talking about conjure animals outside a session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I love that quote so much, and it just reflected saying, "Hey, look, we're at disadvantage anyway because of my armor." You were just like, "Nope, this is insane. This is descriptive, and it is a part of the main narrative, and I absolutely adored it." And I really loved your conversation with Lazy Titan as well.
Yeah, that was the other one that I had as well. Was the axe combat.
I can't believe that no one wants the +3 great axe.
Okay, so I think the two people that can use it aren't using it for the same reason.
Yep. And everyone else is like, oh, cool, you guys just get a +3 magic weapon and just toss it aside, I guess. +3 sentient magic weapon with hidden powers.
Look, I will definitely take it, but Caden wanted a +3 weapon for so long. Like, Bobby has axes she can replace it with.
You guys know that we'll never get another one after this.
I wanted a longsword. This.
Well, does the axe want to be a crossbow instead?
I
Or does it want to incorporate itself within my scimitar as a scimitar?
I think I'm gonna try and barter something out of it in return for leaving it in this cave.
How about 20,000 gold?
Yeah, if you guys didn't want it, we could have made money.
Yeah, a lot of money.
I do want it. I was being nice.
Niceness gets us nowhere.
A lot of money.
It's mine then.
All right. My favorite stuff.
I wrote down something for literally everyone else but myself.
Yeah, no one ever writes those themselves.
I liked my wild shape description. I think that was pretty cool, I think.
Alright.
It was. It was also going to be my moment.
Your favorite Riot.
Where is it? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've got two.
Oh.
But I'll go with the very first one happened at the start of the session. The in-depth description of summoning those horses was amazing.
Oh.
Like, not just... Yeah, I do some magic and some horses, like, pop up. You know? No, it was really, really cool. I loved it. I can't remember, and I didn't write it down because I was super in the moment, but I do remember being like, whoa! With the description of summoning the horses.
Thank you.
Jace.
So the conversation with Jace and Raya at the start, but in particular, I loved the way you described being
fearful of Skara's magic and healing, and also the way you describe the idea of blood magic as unnatural and the fact that blood is meant to stay in our bodies. It was just very insightful and very thought-provoking, because I knew that Jay sort of agreed but didn't agree, and I really had to think about how to word my response to that, because I was like, you're not wrong. Blood is meant to be in our bodies.
It does belong inside our bodies.
Dr. Summer, all my bleeding was internal.
Caden.
This feels so weird. I had 3, and they all got stolen. One by the other. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. Now I have to put effort into praising Ellie.
I'm sorry, man. I'll try harder next time.
Honestly, I meant to steal you. No, it was how shit you were at collecting firewood.
I didn't ask her to do it. She was just like, oh, I guess I'll just throw some sticks around.
Right. But no, legitimately, I think your behavior as the dog, as you were, as the wolf, as you were moving through tracking, and also prior to that, where you were like on all fours, still sniffing the air, so you kind of just shifted like from this very primal instincts humanoid to dog. Which, to be honest, is a pretty fitting description, and just descriptions that you gave of your wolf form as you did, like all the white fur, and I can't remember the exact shade of blue that you said the wolf's eyes were, but I remember at the time I was like, huh, that's cool.
Navy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's navy.
That is cool. Yeah, memory. Yeah, part of memory. But yeah, no, just your behavior and description of you as a wolf, and also you're really shit at collecting.
It cut out, but you deserved it.
You deserved it.
I am really shit. Yeah.
At collecting firewood.
What was your favorite riot?
That's not what we heard, though.
Those were all of them. So the specific quote, my top tier favorite one was the blood is unnatural, blood magic. Description: blood is us for us alone. Stuff that you talked about, that was, I guess, the big one. And then second, I was gonna go with your descriptions as always. The magic was really, really very cool when you transformed.
Thank you.
Absolutely, yeah, magical.
Thank you.
They were all stolen once again. But yeah. I have adapted to this, so I already go in assuming that it's gonna be stolen. But I absolutely love the discussion that was brought up about blood magic versus nature magic and arcane magic, and I wanted that to go so much further. Not that it won't, because I think it will, but I loved it, and I cannot wait for those conversations to come up even more if they do. I also loved your descriptions of your spells and your wild shape, which is awesome. But the one that I absolutely vibed with so hard was your description of your eyes for your wolf, and then the expressions that they were held, and even the emotion that you were describing as well of Raya, which was again awesome, because Raya obviously was in a place where Raya needed to go move and keep looking, right, which I loved. Yeah, just phenomenal. Can't praise enough. I can certainly try there. Okay, Skara, favorite self.
I wrote down one thing, because I only have to write down one thing for me, and after that it's not my problem. The thing I wrote down was garlic.
That was a good line.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Bobby,
That
what was
was
your
really
favorite Skara
good.
scene?
Asking Jace to teach Lorelei was so sweet. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I take it? Daniel?
Who are you talking to? No. Emma took mine.
You can delve into more detail. I literally only said garlic.
Yeah, for me that was just so sweet, and caring, and also a little bit of preparation. You know, like, yeah, I mean, you're out here, you might as well get strong.
You may as well learn a very rare and ancient art.
Might as well.
I forgot that it was so linked to his blade singing. I was like, oh, it's just a morning exercise routine.
It's just his morning yoga.
Yeah, limber up. You don't have to teach her the magic part of it.
And we just had the magic
dynamic
part already down pat.
Yeah, that was. I'm not sure who overlooked that more, me or Skara, but it's done now.
Who's next?
Me. Yeah, I did write down the full thing. I find garlic keeps away most things and some people, which was great. But you did say it yourself, so let me try and think of an original one. Because the other one would have been, asking Jace as like probably your reaction to the wild shape. Your immediate reaction of I'll shoot you. Here's my crossbow. I haven't gotten to use it yet. Maybe this is the chance.
Quick, Raya, sit still.
It was very in vein with the general spellcaster reaction to seeing someone polymorph in front of you, and very
into
Skara
something
as
with
well.
teeth.
Yeah.
Didn't realize Raya was toothless.
Something with sharp
I didn't mention that.
That's why she doesn't talk. It'd be like this.
and big arms.
It was talking to Lorelei about the dagger. I liked the line of questioning that you took and just how blunt Skara is. But I think my favorite part of that was actually a player moment. That was when you're like, man, I'm glad I don't know about this Reaper thing right now. Because that was fucking hilarious.
Funny.
But the line of questioning and the way that Skara has taken to talking to Lorelei, and just that out of character player moment.
It
was good.
It's totally killed the mother. We all think that, right?
Yeah.
She made a knife with her rib.
Yeah.
My current theory about Lorelei right now is she's just a clone with an arcane eye in her. That's it.
But she's also a simulacrum, so that's fun. She's both.
She's a simulacrum of a clone.
The Chaos Lost Us.
Exactly.
Right, what was your favorite Skara scene?
Definitely the dialogue between Lorelei and Skara was very, very rich and very, very entertaining as well. But I think the moment that I really liked was then when she got too upset. You really just sort of brought her out of her emotion by just saying, "Oh, Bobby, what's for dinner?" I really liked that kind of change of pace from like a high emotion, and it was very, very, very Skara. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
I absolutely loved everything to do with the Lorelei interaction, especially since I'm fairly certain it was you that gave the avenue to her and Jace having an interaction as well. It was something that...
Oh, he came over on his own, so I was going to toss that to him, and he came over, so
it was kind of perfect like that. But I really love that you love sharing your scenes. It's very important. It was thrown to you at first, but all were welcome, and you were always like looking to bring other people into it as well, right? And that can't be commended enough. Yeah. So like, it was like, yep, this is a Scar and Lorelei scene, but Bobby came in. You also brought Jason. You looked at ways to interweave them into this story, which makes the story even more complex and compounded, much like the form of Lorelei. There is a great many things at work here, and the things that you do with that sort of thing is just that makes the party's story even stronger. It's not one story; it is multiple stories, which I absolutely adore, and is a very advanced way of playing. So big props for that. I loved it so much. Yeah. Okay, favorite GM scene. I guess for myself, I would say I enjoy the Lorelei scene. I think I did that really well. My descriptions were kind of popping off there as well. Actually, descriptions overall tonight were popping off, so I'm proud of myself. Yeah. Bobby, what was your favorite GM scene?
Okay. I have two, but I'll obviously only do one for now. But man, as always, not only is Lazy Titan amazing, I haven't stopped yawning since then. Like, man, I think I've like yawned like 6 or 7 times since that fucking scene.
Yeah.
You should stop saying the word.
I know, I'm fighting one back right now. So that was incredible, but oh man, does he sound tired, and it makes me tired, and I forgot to buy my little espresso bottle that I drink on stream. I'm tired. Anyway, that was really good.
Thank you.
Bobby, what's your favorite moment? I'm tired.
Jace.
Oh, I don't know which one. Oh, probably just because I feel like the others are more likely to be said, and I can circle back later. The fact that you came up with Savai's slumber when we were just talking about plants, we were just like, oh yeah, just a random throwaway line of like, oh, I hear there's plants that can ward away bugs, and then Raya's like, that one, and we're like, is it that one? And you're like, that one is this intricate plant that can put people to sleep for unknown amounts of time, and alchemists can use them to do more things, and it's like, oh, okay.
I'm really glad you pointed at that one. Imagine if I pointed it as like a regular plant.
I was actually
That's
hoping,
a tree.
I was actually hoping that you guys would have used that plant in turn to help Lorelei sleep.
Yeah, I did say I harvested some of it, didn't I?
I think you did. I'm fine with
Yeah, you did.
too. Yeah.
To help her sleep, comatose her.
For an indefinite amount of time.
Indefinite amount of time.
Look, it's nice to know that it's in my inventory should we need to resort to
Better to
that.
have it and not need it, and need it and not have it.
Kaden, what was your favorite GM scene?
Bruh. So, I have a theory as to why all of us sensed different things when we were trying to sense things. Feel free not to answer this, but have we entered a Feywild-esque area, and that is why there are random people bathing in the moonlight,
They're just normal people.
dissonant... Yeah.
Do you guys not do that every Friday?
Wednesday, yeah.
Be strong. I have a strong poker face.
But yeah, we've got random people bathing in the moonlight for reasons unknown. Maybe they are people, maybe it is just a Friday. We've got random dissonant giggles and pseudo owlbear noises. We have just wood burning, however, that one's...
That one checks out.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was also going to say, and then we have owlbear prints, and I was like, no, that also makes sense. But we do have weird stuff going down. And
Two
I
of the
think...
the 2 of the 4 things were pretty weird, so it's a 50% guess that something weird's going on.
Yeah, a Feywild-like area. Or we're just straight up in the Feywild and we're all gonna die. But yeah, it was just, the setting of the creepy, ooky-booky, spooky woods. And just the way you described them as how they were spooky and hella weird.
Yeah. Thank you. Raya, what was your favorite GMC?
Oh, so I knew that I was safe because I didn't see anybody write this one down, but I absolutely loved this. The heavy baritone of the dragonfly wings.
Yeah.
That audio description of that, like I was captured in that moment. I was like, yeah, that's exactly the noise that they'd make. And that's an awesome word. That's an awesome adjective for what that is. Oh, I really like that.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And Scar, your favorite GMC?
Okay, so it was when you were doing the Lorelei scene, and you said about the firelight reflecting in her eyes and glinting like the stars above. How is that not scripted?
I don't know.
How does that just
good?
I was like, damn, and I was in that scene. I was like, no, I have to do this. Yeah, that was freaking amazing. All your descriptions always are, but in particular, that line was like, it was so polished.
Soteris is saying beautiful things in chat. Thank you so much. I don't want to read because no one else is getting favorite moments. Guys, with that, please join the Discord and give us your favorite moments in chat. It helps us be better, and it helps everyone here feel awesome and all that awesomeness. Soteris, I see you. Thank you so much. And I also think I see some other love there, but please come post them in the Discord in the favorite moments section. Soteris, thank you so much. Okay, I appreciate you. All right, so we're gonna give thanks, and then we're gonna raid. So let's give thanks to the massive amounts of love that we got today. Where is it started? Here, Lazy Titan gifted Blazing Edge at the start with a dragon egg, tier 1. I think that made their egg become melty. Emerald Wise gifted us 100 shinies. Lazy Titan gifted another 5 dragon eggs to the community. Whoa, that is massive. Thank you so much for that. Again, all this is going towards the Horde, where we will continue to build, develop, and become stronger. Our content will become even better. We also got another 100 shinies from Emerald Wise. We got a raid from Pringo Schooler, which we missed, but unfortunately, so sorry. Sour Pill gifted us 10 dragon eggs to the community. Thank you so gosh darn much. Again, all this goes to making us stronger and the content even better for you guys. We also got a massive raid from Robert Hartley GM. 34 Robert Hartleys dived in. They're all like waving around their swords. It was amazing. And then we also had Arvidos as well, with a party of 5, which was massive. Guys, thank you so gosh darn much. Guys, we are going to raid a very dear friend of ours, Shalolo. Shalolo right now is working on the Ostedor map, and it looks like it is a little bit of a quiet night for Shalolo, but we are going to bring in there and bring all the hype from the Ostedor game. I think Stormfjell is still here with us as well.
Please drive safe.
was the one that won this map. Congratulations, Stormfjell. Thank you so much for everyone that helped us with Starlight Week and achieve our massive goal of $7,660. Guys, let's bring all the hype we can. Grab your axes, load the vibe cannons. Don't let Shalolo escape. If you haven't followed, follow Shalolo. Shalolo, if you watch back this later, we love your face. We're very excited to bring the hype. Okay, here we go.
I don't know what the specific wording was, but something Josh said made me picture 34 tiny little Robert Hartleys with shields.
No, it was exactly right.
34 Robert Hartleys.
Come join us in Discord.
Charging in.
We are raiding with 50 viewers. This is a massive raid. All right. Is there anything else that you guys would like to say?
Yeah, I'm trying my hand at memes, so there are some there.
I love making memes. I'm so bad at them, but I love making them, and I love reading them. They make me happy, especially when they're about me. You gotta be honest. Get what you want. Memes about me.
All right.
I'll think of something for you.
JP, usually you have something you want to run through real fast.
Okay, if you like reading sci-fi, check out Izzy's Wattpad at I am Kenyon on Wattpad. You can also check out their Instagram where it's mainly just pictures of Axel. So I am told at Isabel Kenyon, the handle just below their face. If you want to check out Daniel streaming games that he likes, check out twitch.tv/itspearson with 2 S's in it. Crazy how nature just do that. If you like dots and lines, you can follow my Instagram below my face at hops_does_stuff. If you like anime/cosplay related things, you can check out Ellie's Instagram at symbol.of.peach. And if you want to check out the art of our amazing in-house artist Emma, you can check out at Alician.art at the Instagram handle below her face.
All good. We're done. Guys, thank you for an awesome game. I'm going to go enjoy the raid for a bit and chill out because my brain is a little bit on fire.
Yeah.
Night, it's weekend feeling. You're welcome. Anyway, that was the perfect response. Give back to me,
God, it's a raid.
Hey, Josh! Hey, how you doing? Oh, thank you so much for the raid. Oh my God. Hey guys, thank you so much. Cherries on the follow. Hello. You might be very interested in what I'm doing right here. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Josh already told you what we're doing, but hello to all of you. Throw all the hearts in the chat. I want to see more of that. Come on, guys, you can do better. I could defend that. Let's go. That's not enough. That is not enough. Where's all the hearts? Where's all the hearts? See, that's better. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That was my inner talk. Hey, Adela, I won the. I know, stop yelling! No, I know. That is amazing. Thank you so much, Unicorn, Jeanette, and Titan. And oh my God, that's amazing. Oh, thank you, Joyce. Sunlight to everyone who I have missed in chat right now. Hello to all of you beautiful people. I hope you had a lovely stream. I know that you were in the lands of Ostedor today. I unfortunately missed the stream because I was super busy this morning. Your Magnum was awesome, thank you! I so far have done nothing today except for a bit of water. So yeah, let me just introduce myself and tell why everything looks fancy up here. So, hi, I'm Shanalu. I am an art streamer here on Twitch, and